most dangerous podcast. We gonna be in the building with good. They can't what's going down, man. Let's get it.
What's good?
Hundo up in this thing.
Hundo.
We ain't out.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out.
What's up?
Hey,
What's happening?
hey, man. Oh, hold on. We gotta wake up the neighbors too. Okay, Jay Kemp's in here. Okay, hold up, man.
Yeah,
Wake up the
he
neighbors.
back,
Jay
baby.
Kemp's in here. What's going on? Hey,
man.
Wednesday night, you rocking with the best, man. Fresh out, man. We in here 9:30 Eastern, man. You know how it goes down, man. Heavy show tonight, man. It's gonna be heavy. Lottie Love heavy, man. We got Jay Kemp in the building, man. Back off that vacay, smelling like the beach. Was goody, man.
Back off at vacay. What's good, peoples? What's good,
Man,
B-Bo
come
P?
on, man.
Goatee still fresh. Pause. I'll
Come
see
on.
you over
Coming
there.
off of having that white cream on the nose at the beach.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That we get the Bernie swag?
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Yeah,
let the
that's a
shade
straight
on, though.
weekend
Yeah,
at
we get the
Bernie.
Bernie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
you know how it is when you get your when you get your pupil dilated.
There you go. Hey, man.
Had to go see that dude today. to
Turn
get
on
them
some black
pupils
milk. Jay
dilated,
Camp will
man.
just.
Basically, dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then pop up like Sammy Davis Jr.
Right.
Yeah,
Ah,
Hey, man, hold up, man. Bebo P's in here. What's going on, Bebo P? Dog, what's goody, man?
Hey, man. Glad to be in the building with you, brothers. Welcome
Man.
back, Jay Camp. Welcome back, everybody. Say welcome back, Jay Camp, out
Man,
there in the
come
chat.
on, man.
Speaking of the chat, appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Hit that like and subscribe
Appreciate ya.
button. Iceberg.
Hey,
What's
man,
going
come
on
man.
tonight, bro?
Hey, man, we got a heavy night tonight. We're going to be talking about some Nas. Hold up. This is God MC night, man. It's going to be crazy tonight, man. We're going to be talking about Nas. We're going to be talking about Jay. I mean, it's a heavy situation. You got Missy. We're going to be talking about her, man, tonight, man. It's going to be heavy. If you're new to the show, man, subscribe. Like, man, if you feel what we talking about, man, share this video, man. Again, we got two of the best, man, up in here, man. Jay Camp, Bebo P. We going hard in the paint tonight, man. We already got a heavy joint in here tonight. What's going on, man? Hey, man.
Salute to Lemony
LS,
Lemony.
what's going on?
Lemony
Lemony said that
Snicket.
Nas, the greatest MC, poet, writer, rapper in human history, going hard in the paint.
There you go. Here
Nah,
we
Mr.
go already.
We are
Here
going
we
hard
go.
in the paint. Mr. Pronoun saying it can't submit Nas as the best. He's talking about the Magic 2 album if he already was submitted with as the best with the KD series, man. Come on, y'all going hard already. dog.
Already. Early.
Hey, man. Hey, Minister, Prime
Salute
Minister,
to y'all and
salute,
salute
man.
to, Prime
in the
Minister
club,
Sports
man.
as well.
Day
He
one, he's
said
saying
no.
salute.
He said, I say no. He already is
Already the
greatest.
greatest.
Already.
Hey,
The great
Power 800, Day
hit
One
that, hit the
Club.
level up again for the people who he went from 7 to 8. Hundo up in this piece.
Oh, he
saying,
leveled up. Okay. I was
Yeah,
going to ask when he
yeah,
was going to level
yeah.
up.
Salute.
Yeah,
Come on,
salute
man.
to Power 8
Okay.
Hundo saying the house raid in relation to the moida of Tupac. Rest in peace.
Yeah, because of Keefy D's
yes.
goofy butt.
Rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
He's also saying
Rest
that
in
book of
peace.
Hove, man, at the Brooklyn Museum. We're going to be talking about that tonight, too. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get Bebo P and Jay Camps, man, thoughts on that joint, because that's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Of course,
It is
man.
heavy.
Man, salute. 9+ what's going on, man? Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? We got
9
everybody
plus.
heavy in the building.
Yes, sir.
Antoine, Day One Club, 1486.
Salute to
Come
Antoine.
on, salute, man.
Mama.
What's going on, Mama Bears in the building? Salute. Day One Club, of course, man. Madden, dog. He talking about fresh out, man. No tiptoeing, go hard
Ain't
to
no
the
tiptoeing.
paint. Confirme
None.
Looted.
None.
Oh, come on,
right.
man.
Don't tiptoe on no topics. No, sir.
Nah, Patrick, man. Come on,
Patrick.
man. Salute, man.
what's
Hold
good?
up, man.
Good, what's happening?
Man. Day One Club,
Nightmare, he's
Nightmare.
back.
Salute, man.
Everybody
Yeah,
say welcome
yeah.
back to Nightmare.
Salute, man.
Welcome back.
Mike
Mike
100.
Hundo.
Salute, man.
Mike
My
100.
guy.
Building.
It's been a minute,
on,
ain't
man.
it?
It's been
a minute,
Look at that,
dog.
bro. He said, my guys, Magic 2
happening?
wants to
What's
solidify
happening?
the GOAT ship. KD2 did that.
Man.
TBH.
We gonna be going heavy tonight.
Right.
DB's up
Right,
in here too.
DB.
Salute, you know what I'm saying?
He just doing a little one of
Yeah.
these. He's adjusting the crown at
Yeah,
this
man.
point.
DB.
No support to the throne. Is what DB's
Right.
saying. There
Man,
you
salute,
go.
man.
There
Hold
you
up,
go.
man. Devon.
Devon into the ethos.
Come on, man.
Boy.
Yeah,
Man.
suntan, dog. Come
You know
on.
J Camp got that suntan.
Man, I'm blacker the berry right now, man.
Man, come on, man.
Man.
I got the weekend in
I'm
Bernie
blacker
swag.
the
Gritty,
berry.
salute. Hey, salute.
Gritty.
Hey, Gritty, salute to
Salute to
all the
Gritty,
love,
man.
man, on the Twitter joint, man, for real.
Absolutely.
Salute to
Salute
you,
for that,
Gritty.
man. We appreciate
You
you
know
for
what
that,
I'm
Gritty,
Hey,
man.
we
100.
appreciate you all.
Yeah, man. SY's in here too,
S
man. We ain't
to
saying
the
SY in here too.
Y.
What's good?
Yeah, we ain't
Everybody
seen
coming
you
back,
in
man.
here. What up?
It
What
was-
up, though?
Oh, okay.
that just,
God, Prime Minister still.
Shut your ass up, promise.
we already getting started.
Oh man.
Starting early.
already
I guess
getting
starting
started?
early tonight, man. Hey, man, we got a dope show for y'all tonight, man. We gonna be talking about Jay, Nas, Missy, Fab, man. We got everybody in the building, but we gotta talk about Jay Camp since he's back, man. We gotta talk about that Pound Town. We gotta talk about that Pound Town. Oh my
Just for Jay
goodness,
Camp.
man. Just for Jay Camp, dog.
Boy,
Hey, man.
boy.
First of all, if y'all don't know what's
Holding
going
Bebo
on.
P's wad in her hand.
Dog, where's the money,
Oh, man,
Bebo
hold on,
P?
hold on,
Dog?
hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah, get the money, Bebo. We gotta get the money.
Yeah,
While
she
Bebo's
got
getting
you.
the bread, Sexyy Red, if y'all don't know her, man, she's from St. Louis, 25 years old, man. She was the one twerking around Bobby Jones and Bull over at the BET Awards, looking extra
Bobby Smurder
musty.
Jones. Right.
There we go.
Extra musty.
There we go.
There we go. Get the money
Yeah,
out, Bebo.
I had to pull it out from the COPSs.
There you
never
go.
know. You know what I'm saying?
Long story short, man, Sexyy Red, man, she's kind of what we're gonna talk about tonight as far as the female rappers, the women rappers, man. The new ones that have been going down. They have been pushing her. She's basically with Ty Keith. If y'all know Ty Keith, man, he's been dropping a lot of hits, man. So it's almost like basically his artist, let's be clear. And they kind of dropping her, man, but she went to a high school, man, and went a little viral for the wrong reasons, man. Fair uses for educational purposes only. Tell me what y'all think about this real quick as everybody's coming in the chat. So she comes to the high school. This is in her hometown of St. Louis, by the way. First of all, she comes in throwing up gang signs. Sue wooing. J Camp's son is up in there.
No.
They got her going to the schools, which basically, man, shows you that, number one, somebody okayed this.
The school okay.
Would you want to? Would you send your school, your son or your daughter to a school, and they say, "Oh, Sexyy Red is coming"? Jay Kent, what's goody?
Yeah, set it off since you got the red ambiance.
Yeah,
going
you got
brother.
the red on.
Man, that's loaded. Because they don't be sending out those type of announcements beforehand. So your kids already gonna be on their way to the school. So you're just gonna get slipped a mic. I mean, at that
Today,
point,
make sure your son wears red. We're gonna have Sexyy Red in there tonight. Like who?
yeah, man, that's a situation that definitely wouldn't make a parent happy. A parent with dignity would make them
Right.
happy.
Right.
Now, I will say, allegedly, she did not perform. So she didn't perform no
Facts.
songs, or wasn't any lyrics or anything like that out there. And supposedly, again, I'm gonna give her one flower. Supposedly, she gave the males money for haircuts, and then she
Okay.
gave the shorties like
The bundles.
stuff, bundles for their, for the prom. So supposedly she did that. So I at least want to give her credit for that. You know what I'm saying? But the intro though that Iceberg played, I could have sworn I seen a middle finger in there.
You did.
Plus I could,
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
someone's middle.
I seen all that, man. It's like, come on now.
You
know
can
what I'm
get
saying?
the
It's
finger.
like,
What finger? The middle.
we can't even put you on the pedestal without kicking you down because you're doing stuff
Basically.
like that. This
And
was
again, let's
definitely,
be clear. This is the chick that has the Pound Town song talking about her. It's brown?
Yeah. And her ish is pink. She was talking about that. But this is definitely an L for the school. This was not very well thought
Right.
out at all. I mean, the principal should be ashamed to be always real. Salute to you too, Antoine, man.
Yeah, he said he loving the
Nigga
shirt,
loving,
man. Salute
you know.
Antoine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
McLovin is a legend, man.
Yeah, dog.
Jay can't make
He's
loving
icon.
tonight.
McLovin, dog.
Ah,
McLovin
Jay
tonight,
can't
dog.
make
Put that in the
loving,
chat,
dog.
Come on, man. McLovin, dog.
Right.
Hey, hold up real quick, man. The
Oh,
Reverend Doc, this
no.
here he is.
St. Louis school needs some sanctification from Reverend Dr. Professor James Silverthorne.
What's going on with you, cousin? What's goody?
What up? What up?
Jay
What up?
Silverthorne's in here. But
What's
Bebo P,
good?
what you
What's
thinking about
good?
this real quick, man, with the Sexyy Red joint? Again, we saw Drake just kissed her. We just saw that she got a remix with Nicki. She's on a new song with the baby and boo.
She's out there.
They moving her. We gonna be talking about this earlier. They pushing her heavy, man. Cause again, no disrespect, but she kind of like the swap meet joint. You know what I'm saying? Straight dusty and boo. Bebo, would you want your brother to date this chick, man?
This just wasn't a move on an overall basis, or rather as far as the imagery and the presence of who showed up. I mean, the parents and others who were outraged about Sexyy Red's appearance at the high school here at St. Louis had every right to be upset. I mean, it's bad enough that the youth at public schools, the public school system, as well as other educational institutions, they have a desire to be like or get with the Sexyy Red archetype for the purpose of, and the school doing this for the purpose of somewhat notoriety at the detriment of the students. But yeah, I think about what India Ari had posted on social media not long ago when she referenced Janelle Monáe and Meg Thee Stallion, and their raunchy antics and behavior on stage that she essentially posted that everything doesn't belong on stage and everything isn't for kids.
Facts.
And such a message applies to everyone, in this situation as well, meaning Sexyy Red. It's just now, like J Camp said, Sexyy Red had great intent to donate free haircuts for boys and bundles for the girls to go to the proms, or Nino Brown Thanksgiving turkey handouts, whatever. Yeah, whatever. But I'll end up by saying that since symbolism and representation is so important to the status quo contingent of our culture, then it's time to prove it by holding the school system accountable and others in consequential ways that'll make them think twice before bringing another artist like this to further influence.
Let me ask you this then, Bebo P. Do you think this would have been better received had this been done on like a weekend, maybe to sponsor like some youth volleyball teams or some youth track teams? It's like some youth amateur sports teams on the weekend, basically kind of like
not during school hours.
I don't think so.
Not during school hours, and just getting people to donate to a specific cause. Because I know like when Rod Wave did like the whole gas thing.
Yeah, salute to Rod, man.
He filled up people's gas.
Gas cars.
He wasn't at no school. He did that like during, like after business hours, stuff like that. So would she would have been better served doing things like this outside of like the bad look of being in the presence of a school?
Well, first off, salute to Jar from Rap Roundtable. Salute to you, brothers.
Hey, salute to Jar, man. Rap Roundtable.
Absolutely.
Hey, man. Jarv actually put me onto some game when I was watching them about the whole joint. I'm gonna talk about Jarv. I'm talking about you later, man. You put me on some game, man. Salute to Brooklyn too, by the way. Jarv over there representing. Salute to Rap Roundtable too. Go follow them too. Salute to Jarv, man. He was dropping jewels this week. Salute.
Yeah, definitely salute.
But he's saying no, the school admins fell for the bait too.
Yeah, they did. They did. They fell for the bait. It might have been a smoother or better look, J Camp, to have it on at such a location or event that you alluded to as an example, volleyball or outside or something outside of school, the inner school grounds, perhaps. I think though, foundationally, the message still applies because it's the school that's still behind it.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Sock.
Rebirth the Sock, man, in the building, man. Salute, man. Hey. Dope channel, go follow YouTube channel, man. Salute, Rebirth the Sock, man, in the building.
Yeah, salute to him. He said in the words of J Camp, the school should take an L on that one.
Facts.
Hashtag what's wrong with us.
Facts.
Like, see,
I ain't have my kid at school, man. Real talk.
I sound like Ha Davis. What's wrong with you?
Right. What's wrong
with you?
Man.
Hey, hold on real quick, just in case if y'all don't know, Shorty, man.
Like
fair use. Let me play something real quick. Just fair use. There's a mixtape song where we ain't gonna get in trouble. Just listen to the bars, by the way.
Wait a minute, though.
No. not J Camp and Iceberg in the front and back, in and out.
It's almost like they say, "Yo, go to the corner spot, go to the bodega, dog, and just go find somebody, put her in the red, and then we got to start. Just write the bars for it, man.
And
the
it-
bars is super sus.
It sounds like my first play school beat too. It sounds like somebody had.
Man, it does though.
But again,
man.
these are the joints that some mothers are playing around the kids, some dudes are playing around the kids, and they falling for the bull like George said.
She need the Uber.
She need the Uber,
bad.
dog. She ain't on beat
She's
at
not
all, dog.
riding. She's not riding that joint.
That's worse than a Casio beat right there, man.
With
Fact.
that Fisher Price. She had the Fisher Price beat.
Yeah,
And she's
straight up
not
Fisher
right.
Price.
Facts. Again, man, Gritty saying Drake always attached himself to the hottest thing in hip hop at the moment, which is kind of smart.
I can't deny that.
He did give her the cosign.
He did have the co-sign,
He
just
did.
like he did Gorilla, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So he doing the
Facts,
same thing.
Devon.
Devon saying they shoving the same image down our eyeballs and bull.
Yep.
Pause.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
We gonna be talking about that too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right.
Jarv
right,
saying-
right. Ooh.
Mm.
Go ahead, Iceberg.
Yeah, Jarv
The
saying the gatekeepers trying to dumb the space down.
Yes, they
And
are.
again, this is
they
why
are.
we talking about Nas tonight. We gonna be talking about Jay tonight. To me, again, you got guys who are basically running their whole situation, man. You know, some of these dudes are turning to gatekeepers. Let's be clear. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Say that one time.
they turning to gatekeepers. Some of them have. So
That one was for you, Jar.
yeah,
that one's
facts.
for
for
you
you,
in the
Jar,
rap round
'cause-
table.
Yeah, man.
That
so,
was
true.
1,000.
facts.
1,000. Madden said plant. Yep. Industry plant. Ooh.
Industry plant. Industry plant. They laid the seeds down for that one.
Jarv saying
Yeah,
super plant too,
super
man.
plant.
Not Mr. Pro not saying she weird as F to even think she's going there.
Right.
Matt
right.
saying a new
Yeah.
Meg.
Ooh.
Yeah, you let somebody show up with Kool-Aid colored hair, you know what type of situation.
Well, and then they try to like dumb her down a little bit with the glasses and boy. I said they trying to do, you know what I'm saying?
You're trying to get her.
Yeah.
They're
Dog,
trying to
come
get her
on,
like
man.
that.
Hey, man, we was just talking about that in the group chat today, bro. Real talk, man.
And then again,
yeah.
Matt saying salute to NDRE, man. She's not her hair, man.
She's not her hair. Yep.
And
Yep.
again, you saw
Yeah,
that how
we
they
just
went
talking
hard in
about
the
that.
paint at her when she said something about the
They
S
was
and
going
stuff.
in. They was
Right.
going in on NDRE. But
Man,
They
hold
were.
up, man. Miss LB, Nas fan number
Yeah,
one
yeah.
in the building. That's our sister. Come
That's our
on,
sister.
man.
Just like
Salute,
Snoop Dogg,
man.
she crept through this fog and she crept through this mall.
Hey, salute to Miss LB, man. You know, mad love, man. Come on, man.
Salute to Miss LB.
Everybody salute Miss
Salute to
LB
Miss
coming
LB.
through, man. Of
Yeah,
course, man. You know how it goes down.
I was
man.
wondering where you was at, sis.
Man, facts, man.
Our
Salute.
Hundo said, and people were coming for India Ari, the nerve, right?
facts.
Uncle Luke and Fabolous with Zoomers chose the club over cookouts. Comment received backlash too, and people
Yep.
brought his Emily B situation years back on Twitter. Oh, yeah. So
People
true.
always try to do that when they feelings get hurt and they try to retort with like old stuff.
Caleb saying,
Or
ski.
they try to bring up something somebody's
So
past,
good.
you know what I'm saying? For speaking the truth,
Salute to Caleb.
which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not only disingenuous,
Straight
but it's,
foolery.
it's foolishness. You know,
Right.
Again,
because
man.
you can't even speak the truth without somebody trying to hate on the truth.
Right.
which is-
Miss LB said the Fisher Price beat.
Right,
It's
right.
definitely
Straight
Fisher
Fisher
Price.
Price beat.
that
Produced
is
by Fisher
definitely
Price.
Fisher Price.
No, not Nightmare saying rhyming like
I'm
a
waiting to see,
Wow,
black
the
dog.
female
I'm waiting to
crunchy
see
black.
your boy. When I heard that beat, Iceberg, I was waiting to see your boy from Muppet Babies who was on that piano.
No, someone saying animal swag. No, that
Right.
Ralph, dog.
Yeah,
Hey,
Ralph
Ralph swag.
Ralph,
That Ralph swag, you know, that with them ears and boo. I know a couple chicks look like that dude. So, yeah, man. SA, you right, man.
Man.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's
Hold
right,
on, man.
absolutely.
Darren Ford in
Darren
here,
Ford,
man.
man.
Day
All
One
the
Club,
Day Ones
salute,
came back.
dog.
Hey,
Salute
salute.
to our
Welcome
guy,
back.
man. Salute
Hey,
in the
welcome
building.
back. Welcome back.
Hey, man, Carmen's in the building, too. Day One Club.
Carmen.
Fresh out hip hop
Carmen.
junkies holding it down.
Good
Like
to you and your
always,
daughter.
man. Miss LB and Nightmare always holding us down, man. So
I
salute,
hate y'all's
man,
traffic
always.
too, Carmen.
Hey,
Word.
but this is why, man. Tonight, man.
Angela.
Salute, Angel. What's going on?
Salute.
Angela, what up?
What's going on with
You
you?
already know.
And Gritty lastly saying, man, that we're trying to move hip hop forward. The gatekeepers won't let it happen.
Won't let it happen, man.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
Well, they're slowly dying off a little bit, but we still got a few left. But this is why, man, we talk about classic albums over here, man. And again, we had to talk about, man, our girl Missy, man. It's the it's the anniversary of her dropping that Super Dupa Fly. Where's my joint at? Right here, boom. That Super Dupa Fly was heavy, man. 1997. If you under 35, man, go look it up, man. Sorry. Go look this up, man. This album was crazy. It came out July 15th, 1997. This thing was crazy. This changed the sound. I think Jar was talking about this last time. I forgot what album we talking about last time Jar was on. But this changed the sound for real, man, for hip hop.
It did. Sonically, absolutely.
It also brought in that R&B swag to hip hop as well, because it wasn't boom bap, super Nas, super woo. This was more down south a little bit. Had a lot of R&B, a lot of singing. Aaliyah was on this joint. Busta was on this joint.
Genuine was on there too.
Genuine was on this joint heavy.
Aaliyah.
You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah was on here.
Aaliyah was on
but this is the coming out party pause for Timbaland. You know what I'm saying? VA representative, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He got out that basement with Jodeci, man, and got busy on this joint. What you guys' thought, man, on this album, and how heavy was it at the time for people who wasn't outside back then in '97? Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think you basically said it beautifully, man. I mean, this album came out in the midst of, I mean, I don't want to say like gangster rap, but it came out in the midst of like,
It did.
you know,
You right.
hardcore rappers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like going in. And this changed how we think of music, like sonically. I've always said, like, you know, when that AT-Aliens came out, this was a couple other albums that really changed how we think of music sonically. The drums,
Salute D was
all
good,
that
man.
stuff was
What's going on?
different, man.
Salute.
And we got our real first taste, pause, of that Timberland sound, that Timberland wave.
Facts.
With Missy's influence behind that sound.
Oh yeah.
And you know, being able to add your Genuines and your Aaliyahs, who were also at that point in time up and coming, plus Busta, who was a staple. We talking about what 1997 and still talking about Busta Rhymes.
In the
Yeah.
intro and
That lets you know
outro
how
of this.
much of a
Facts.
Yep.
he was
ushered
a
it
staple
in.
on here.
Yeah.
And then we had the Brat, who just
Funkified
I mean, we
swag.
really ain't heard much from the Brat since that point in time, but she bodied that verse on there.
Oh,
Plus
yeah.
the videos, man. Missy's
that Sock It
vision
To Me
on the
joint.
videos was crazy,
Crazy.
man.
Sock
it
saying
was
the
like
same
Hype
things that the
Williams,
videos were just transformational, man. too,
transformational,
you know what
man.
I'm
It was
saying?
like
Facts.
Hype Williams
Yeah.
times 20. Hype
Yep.
Williams times 20.
Yeah.
She was doing HD before there was HD. You know what I'm saying? So
And she was in that
her
trash
presence-
bag getting busy. I see a whole bunch of
She was
old
in the
ladies
trash
still getting in
bag,
them trash bags trying to be Missy Elliott
Um,
with that little finger wave on the side and a cigarette. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
man. But we definitely got to give
Right,
flowers
right.
Pass
to
me
her,
mac and
to her
cheese.
vision.
You're
Her
right.
vision
You know
was
what I'm saying?
different. Her and Timberland both, man, just had a different type of vision.
Right.
The song concepts, and then
Yeah.
just going from the singing to the MCing
Mm-hmm.
and the writing. You know, because Missy wrote a lot of that.
Wrote everything, yeah,
Yeah.
let's be clear.
You know what I'm saying? She wrote a lot of that, man. So it's just
She wrote all of it.
when we talk about talent, this is supreme talent that we heard on this album.
Indeed.
Again,
I mean,
Antoine
from the
saying
roots
it, man.
to the
Sock It
front
To
to
Me,
back.
Beat Me 911, The Rain. Like, I mean, it just
All
had
those
some
are classics.
man. Yeah,
All of
classic
them,
joints.
Those
yeah.
are classics.
Yeah.
And they age very well. Let's be clear.
They
You know,
age
you can
very
put them
well.
on at a barbecue, dog. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some other
Right.
people dancing
Very
up in the
well.
booth. You know what I mean?
And,
Right,
and we
so-
talked to Iceberg about how some of these shorties today are flopping because they talent can't raise. They can't separate themselves from the pack. Missy pretty much laid the blueprint. Missy and Lauryn Hill laid the blueprint on how to drop a classic album. If you a lady, you can talk about real issues.
Facts.
You can MC. You can
It
do
was
all
still
that. You
sexy,
can
but
be
it
a-
wasn't nasty and bull.
Right.
Yeah, and you can be as creative as you want to be, and she proved that.
Yeah,
She
shout out
proved
to
that, B.O.B.
Violators, Timberland, and rest in peace to Baby Chris and Chris Lighty as Power 800.
Absolutely.
R.P. Chris Lighty, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Rest in
The
peace,
architect,
Violet.
man. People don't understand Chris
Chris
Lighty. He was
Lighty.
an architect, man. Salute. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Devon said Missy is who this generation, this generation here should be emulating, but she can't.
Completely agree.
Man,
Can't be
absolutely.
cloned.
Can't be cloned. Absolutely, man.
Because again, like J Camp said, she was writing, producing. It's hard to remix that situation, right?
That's a different type of talent.
Yeah,
different type of talent.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Missy was and is one of those few monumental hip hop artists that unapologetically approached the game from a variety of different angles. And you brothers, J Camp and Iceberg mentioned too already, rapping and singing excellently, but she also included other genres and elements into this Super Duper Fly album. You hear elements of dance, you hear electronic music, along with some
the Frankie Beverly sound.
Yeah, absolutely. And Iceberg mentioned this too. It was the first time consumers heard Missy's sidekick Timbaland's production on a wider scale, other than R&B. Because like as mentioned before from Berg, he mentioned that Tim produced for Jodeci, produced for Genuine's Bachelor, and the late great Aaliyah's One in a Million album. But this was the first time consumers heard Timbo's production in terms of rap, hip hop, and just on a wide scale. So that it was like a two-sided sword beneficially. And you guys mentioned her image on screen. I mean, very much synonymous to the animation that Busta Rhymes conveyed as a solo artist when he was solo artist in the beginning. You can include Redman,
Red did some of that.
Yeah,
Kanye did some of that when he came out. Like Missy really set the stage.
I mean, with the Mega Man outfit,
beyond creative,
and the black bag looking situation,
black trash bag,
even the Michael Jackson influences, because she was smooth on them dance moves. Now,
yeah, she was.
I mean, just because of these factors and just others such as Missy's diverse vocal cadence being eclectic. Being a talented skill again when it comes to the dance and just other variables. I mean, Missy and Tim's songs, such as what you guys mentioned in the chat and on here, even that bump and grind, Friendly Skies with Genuine, that boom bap sounding easy. You know what I'm saying? That LP's intro and outro that Busta Rhymes helped to usher in, which the intro sounded like a dope freestyle, and just many other songs on the project. I think Missy and Timbaland just both proved to themselves and to others that tag teaming revolutionary legend, that legacy that they promoted as legends for the people that love hip hop. So salute to Missy, Misdemeanor Elliott, and salute to Timbaland as well.
Yeah, man, saying the same thing. You got to salute Mr. Mosley on that joint, man.
You do.
Again, that was the sound, man, that he was doing. And let's be clear, while everybody else is getting shine, he was in Studio B with the headphones on, just going hard and pain on that Trinity, dog. Let's be clear, man. Anybody know production? You know that Trinity,
salute
man.
To Nate.
Salute to Billy, dog, man. With that Trinity, dog. He was just in there getting busy, man, and got his shine, man. So again, it goes to the same thing. If you're doing anything, keep on working at it, man. Somebody's gonna see the talent, or you just make your own lane because it's just so real. Let's be clear, man. So Nightmare saying them Luda videos.
Luda video.
Yeah.
Absolutely Nightmare.
Yep.
Absolutely. Devon saying Missy might be more complete artist.
Yes.
I ain't mad at that.
She is.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
I agree.
Missy's work speaks
I agree
for
too.
itself.
Jeez.
Antoine 1486 said she had one of the best live vocals too. That's true.
Facts.
Yeah.
She can sing.
Great
Let's be clear. She came from the church, man. Come on, man. She came from that joint, man. She came from the church.
Pastor Mick. Her and Silverthorne went to the same church. You know what I'm saying?
They came up to, but
Mount Mattress, dog. Come on,
Mount Mattress.
Dog, with Pastor Pillow, dog, you know what I'm saying?
But what was dope is most
Tabernacle Temple,
first Tabernacle Temple.
The first mattress.
Missy's pin game on the R&B tip was crazy.
Man, with Tweet, Nicole Ray.
Yes,
all the people that she loaned a pen to.
Yeah. And I like how they started as the team and friends. You could pretty much say family, in Missy and Timbaland and Genuine and such. I like how they started off with each other in order to do those things, those other things from their great beginnings. Nightmare said wasn't the biggest fan, but gotta respect what she's done and brought to the game.
Absolutely,
Respect to
man.
that.
And again, too,
Respect.
like back then,
Respect
man, you
that.
know, you can play like the Woo and all this stuff in the Nas in your car. You put on the little Missy joint when your chick's in the whip, you know what I'm saying? So it was a
Yeah.
good little
Yep.
balance back then, man. And again, she had bars too, let's be clear.
Yep.
She was singing and still had the bars, let's be clear. So
Salute to a little. Was a little Mo
again,
on
man,
there, and
yeah, Mo was on there.
Yeah, Lil Mo.
she's close to a Lil
Mm-hmm.
Kim. Salute to Lil Kim, and
Mhm.
like you said, J Camp the Brat. I mean, she rep for the females, no doubt.
And let's be clear, she wrote a lot of stuff on that Jodeci Diary
She
of a
picked great
Mad Band
features,
before this
too.
joint too. Let's
Yes.
be clear.
Oh
So,
yeah,
Yeah.
She
Oh
wrote a
yeah.
lot of
What was like a
she
couple
wrote a lot of
joints?
it.
Yeah, a couple joints on there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, salute to Missy. We got to give her flowers, man. Because again,
Yes.
over here we celebrate our women. We celebrate all the female rappers out here, all the women rappers out here doing their thing.
Yeah.
This is who you need a blueprint. I forgot who said that. It was J. Kim or somebody in the chat. But this is who you need to be blueprint.
Nah, it was
Let's be
definitely
clear.
somebody in the chat.
You know what I'm saying?
It might have been
salute to
Devon
whoever
that
said that in chat.
said that.
Yeah. But again, man,
Thanks for
salute to
Devon.
Missy. If you don't have this in your Apple Music or your Spotify, man, go check out that Super Duper Fly,
yeah.
man, 97,
Yeah,
man. Let's be clear.
definitely.
We were just talking about this. We've been talking about this, but Fab basically brought it up again this week. He gave a critique on female rappers. I wouldn't say it was criticism, but he gave a critique.
It wasn't criticism.
Yeah. And yeah, like I said, Angela giving them flowers, man. Salute, of course. And then also, man, Carmen saying Missy definitely created her own lane. Facts. But this is the thing too, though, man. Fab basically is kind of piggybacking off what Angela and Carmen are saying. He went on Instagram this week, man, and said, "I love hearing my female rappers talk some real ish. Women are so strong. They have so many stories, perspectives that we need to hear in a pure form. No disrespect to any female rappers out there, but I think there's only one style of female rap in hip hop being promoted, programmed, and looked at as successful now. So basically, when you get women into the game, they want to go straight for that joint. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to basically give any depth or anything like that. They're going straight from the bag, which is, hey, let me take off my clothes instead of basically writing out something dope, man, and change the game up with a different sound. They want to basically come in with the same sound and the same type of bars. Do you guys agree? Is he hating? Because a lot of cats were saying he was hating on the new female rappers. Do y'all consider this hate or just OG swag? Because I'm going to get into Hamburger, Dr. Dre. Because Dr. Dre said anybody who's hating on a new artist, man,
Yeah, we gotta get on. We gotta
is
get to that.
hating.
We definitely got it.
We gotta get to
They
that.
straight
Yeah,
hating
we
if you
definitely
talk
got
about any
that.
new rappers. But go ahead, J. Camp, do your thing, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, we talking about somebody in Fab that's rock with legendary female artists. I mean, he had Tamia on one of the biggest R&B /
Facts.
hip hop songs,
Facts.
probably of the last 20 years.
Facts.
So I feel like this is somebody who is speaking from a very, very, very unique perspective because he has a lot of records with females that have been successful. So for him to say
Fact.
this, I feel that's a powerful message because he is speaking that real ish.
Fact,
And he's
yeah.
gone from the power labels to indie and then back
Mm-hmm.
to with Rock Nation now. But he's been in the game a long time. Fab came into the
Mm-hmm.
game young and he's like our age now. So he's speaking the absolute truth on that.
Fact.
It's the same thing we've been speaking. He's not saying that these female rappers shouldn't be in the game today. What he's saying is that they need to change up their perspective so that they can start promoting some of the stories that they can tell and sharing some of those stories like Lauryn Hill did on Miseducation. That album was full of stories, was full of
Yeah.
trauma, full of pain,
Man.
full of joy. But it had it was well rounded. And that's basically all Fab is asking for. Like,
Facts.
where is that at? And like I said, because he's actually has been involved musically with some elite artists, I feel like he's speaking from a very good perspective, Bebo P.
Right. Absolutely. Where's the lie from Fab's message is my response to that. What he
No lies.
stated, no lies. What Fabulous stated was absolutely true. Similar to drill music that promotes violence that some of those artists have been living out. The music industry has been promoting nothing but rappers that happen to be over sexualized females. I mean, we just got to call it for what it is. If it weren't so, then artists such as your Rhapsodies and your Arametas and so forth would be at or more at the forefront as well when it comes to the limelight and who we see today. But the industry doesn't want to. The industry does not desire to promote balance within urban contemporary culture. Smut imagery and smut behavior is now sadly being promoted as empowerment, which is what somebody alluded to in the chat just about a minute ago. Now Fab, just to be fair, Fab has performed a rap single with the City Girls called what was that song? Act Bad not long ago, and it didn't really sell as well as preferred. That's my understanding. So I do think at the same time, if he's not making a 180 from doing those types,
I think that was a favorite of Diddy personality
types.
Yeah, I think that was so he would have to go into the.
Yeah.
You know, remember he said you need to party with me. He said, man, I already party with you. He said, yeah, but you party with me like that though.
Him and Diddy been tight for a while. Remember? He smacked Ray J with Diddy because he was with Diddy hanging out.
Jay Camp going in. God damn.
I'm saying that was an infamous situation. It was a weekend.
Dang, Jay Camp.
Jay Camp going in.
You went from the word tight to the word intimate. Dang, dang, Camp. Hit that X-Files music
that
again,
was
Berg. Dang.
Yo, well, we all know what went down because it was again the time that Whitney had passed. So, and Fab had to put pause on dude, man. He was wild.
Facts.
But again, Diddy was in the situation though.
Facts.
J Camp with the tinfoil.
J Camp win, man. Hey, but this is the thing too, man, is what Antoine is saying. He said, to be fair, it's not just the females. There's only one type of rap being pushed across the board.
And that's why
I agree 100%.
Yeah, that's why
but you definitely see it with the female rap, and then also it's that kind of rap that's also taking over your TikToks, your social media. So now you see your kids doing a whole bunch of bull to it, and you see the influence that it's doing with the Sexyy Red, with the whole school going crazy when she walked in the door like it was Snoop or some bull. She's only been out for about a year or two. So again, I understand what Fab's saying. I don't think it's criticism. I think it's a critique. I think to me, he can talk about it because, like, let's be clear. We remember him as Fabolous Sport. Let's remember. Remember, he got his name because he basically played it off of the polo sport. You know, in Fabolous Sport when he first came out with DJ Clue. You know what I'm saying? So again, he can basically talk about it, man. I salute, man. Fab to me is an OG. You know what I'm saying? He's almost like the Steph Curry of the game, of the hip-hop game, man. He kind of changed with the three. I think we do need a more well-rounded female artist to drop. I think Shay Noir is one of them. Again, salute to her.
Yeah,
I think Jay Kemp said Rhapsody, or Bebo P said that. But again, we don't have a lot that we can kind of go off of. So again, if you guys know some, we trying to promote them over here. And definitely, again, our cohorts also want to do the same. But to me, the females, let's be clear, they run our community, man, black and brown. Let's be serious for a moment. And when you have this sound kind of pumping through some of our women's speakers, it's not, it affects a lot. You know what I'm saying? So again, I wish we had some more positive MCs from our women. Again, what's you guys' final thoughts on this, man? Because again, it's hard to promote female rap or some positive ones because we don't really even see them coming through our channels like that, and we tapped in.
Yeah, I mean, I just think instead of people who are just championing this style of music, instead of looking at people like Fab as detractors or cats like us, just listen, because there is context behind that. There is relevancy behind that, because again, dudes like Fab has been around the game, spanning back Bebo P, really almost 3 decades now.
You could say that
Fab has been in the game. He's been in the game since the late 90s. So this is a dude who's seen it all. He's seen the Foxy Browns. He's seen the Lil Kims. He grew up on all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He grew up on the Monies in the Middle. He grew up on Lady of Rage. He knows what a female artist looks like. So the fact that he's given dropping these jewels should be taken as not even like criticism at all, just constructive critique. Like, hey, you can be doing this and touching many more souls if you do it like this instead of showing your cheeks and not getting the respect, and also flopping like Corey LeRae did. Because that music is not going to.
They can't
Just
murder
murdered.
tonight.
He just murdered this dude. He came
Hey.
back. He came back saucy, dog. Hey.
Took the cream
Shots
just saying,
fired.
you gonna-
God dang, man.
situation and went
You hit on
tonight.
TikTok, but your album's gonna hit 10K.
Ooh, dang, Camper. Turn down the sizzle from the stove a little bit, son. Turn down a little sizzle down. Miss LB said, but she still thinks the consumers of this music is the most responsible for allowing this mess to continue.
Yeah.
I agree.
They do have a level of responsibility.
Yeah,
they do.
You
They
do
have
have
a
a
level of
fiduciary
responsibility.
responsibility because you have the you know how to make an independent choice when you select such music. My say, along with all of that, is it would be nice to see cats like a Fabolous, join up with the folks that he's talking about. Not just Fabolous, but folks of that archetype, the OG class of, the spitters in the game, team up with the Rhapsodies, team up with the Shay Noir type of folks. And Antoine, J Camp, he came back fresh, cooking,
came back.
He came back with he bought all kind of tinfoil cookies. Yeah,
Stop it.
Yeah. Devon said we can let go of denouncing low-grade gang culture. We see how Egypt responded to Travis Scott.
Ooh, talking about some OG talk right there.
Wow.
Egypt said we ain't having that.
We ain't having
Not
that,
in
boo.
these parts.
I ain't having
J
that.
Camp
I
came
ain't
back
having
swinging,
that. I ain't having the dog. He did one of those.
Nah, he came back like Trey, dog. Boys in the hood. Dog.
Hey, if I could pass this to you, brother.
He came back swinging like Trey, dog, in that Hoya shirt.
Right.
Damn.
Carmen, I honestly, it was that Miami traffic that got me over. You know how that is.
Nah, that Miami get you, dog.
They have you angry.
Yeah. That Egyptian concert was nuked. Facts. Facts, man. Not Mr. Pro not saying female rappers right now is acting like Miss Fat Booty for that bag, dog.
Man.
Quote of the night right there.
Because they don't want to go to the hard route of getting good and writing fire.
Quote of the night right there.
Quote of the night. Not Mr. Pro not. Come on, man.
That is an absolute fact, man. These shorties do not want to separate themselves. They don't want to separate themselves.
Swinging in the air.
I'm tired of being in company. That's swinging in the hair with that Hoya shirt on, dog. Yeah, that spicy swag. Yeah, man. Come on,
Miami
man.
spicy, dog.
Let them spicy in the bush.
Fact.
That's why I got them shades on still, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, man.
He's
You know when you
spicy.
want to tell somebody to pull over, like,
Yeah,
hey, man,
dog.
pull them
Amigo,
joints
my
over so
friend,
we
you
have
can
this
go.
We got this conversation.
Yeah, man.
Warren Gitta said inner city children are purposely being targeted with this agenda pushing trash from both male and
Y'all going
female
in now.
mid
Bars of the night.
artists.
One of the bars
Another
of the
quote of the
night.
night.
I'm
Yes.
starring that joint. Facts, man. Salute,
Yeah,
gifted in the
Y'all going
building.
in now.
Salute, Prime Minister Sports said,
Yeah.
love the
Come on,
genius. Yes, salute
Yeah,
to Love the
facts.
Genius
Yeah,
as well.
salute to Love the
Yeah,
Genius.
check out that
Yeah,
album
nice.
that she did with DJ Green Lantern too.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. She's
Playing
on that
with
drum
Yasser
work
Heard
too.
Yeah,
She's on a level
yeah,
up
she
swag
would
too.
drum
Come
work.
on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on the drum work situation.
Man, they said singing Gregory Isaac like if I don't know. If I don't, I don't. Die that Gregory Isaac.
If
I don't, I don't.
Isaac.
Come on, man.
I'm
so sick of this shit.
All right, I'm so sick of this shit.
J Camp Trey.
I'm dead. J Trey died.
J Trey.
J Trey died. I'm so sick of this shit. Trying to get out of here. Hey, hold on. Wasn't that Nia Long in the joint?
Yeah, Neil Long was in
Yeah.
that room with him in the building or the house. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she been going hard
with
to paint
that
for
with that
a
bloody
long time.
Old Navy joint on.
Yeah,
Man,
come on.
right.
I'm so sick of this. The
so sick
Abercrombie.
of
I'm
this
so
shit.
sick of this.
Hey, man. Hey, this is the thing. Speaking of sick of it, man. We gotta talk about Jay-Z. Sean Carter. Brooklyn, Book
Hovey.
of Hove, 13 albums. This is career, legacy, an event. This is the thing, man. Whatever side of the table you sit on, man, in hip hop, you gotta salute Jay-Z. This is a
Absolutely.
monumental situation.
Yes.
Brooklyn, stand up. Jarv is the reason why I had to look at this a little differently. 25% of the reason why I wear the hat, man, is because of Jigga, man. I'm a Jay-Z fan all day. I was looking at it one way, and I heard Jarv on Rap Roundtable. If y'all not following Rap Roundtable,
Please do.
Absolutely.
hip hop royalty. Let's be
Like
clear.
and subscribe to the
Like,
Rap Roundtable.
like and subscribe, man. Salute to them.
Salute to the Rap Roundtable.
Jar was basically saying he's from Brooklyn, man, and just taking the biases out of it, man. This is a crazy situation. To have your lyrics, to have a rapper have his lyrics on the Brooklyn Public Library,
Yeah.
to have these
Big, bro.
dope exhibits, man. This is crazy. This is heavy, man, regardless of what side of the aisle you sit on. This is dope. Before we go in, of course, man, there was like some really dope exhibits. They were showing his concerts, his albums, man.
Nice,
This was
bro.
heavy, man. They had the dope electric boards in there. They have crazy pictures. They put bass line in the joint. This was crazy, man. Let's be clear. The Book of Hove, man, I think this is great. You know what I'm saying? Again, I haven't seen anybody do this before, man. Let's be clear. They had all his awards in there, magazine covers, man. This was dope. Again,
dope,
let me
bro.
play a little video just for y'all real quick. Just so
Very
y'all
good.
kind of see the ambiance of what's going on. I ain't gonna play no music or nothing like that. But y'all kind of see what's going on. Fair use, my need. This was July 13th. This is gonna be going on all month. So if you in the area, go check
They
this
said
bull
through
out.
the fall.
Through the
They
fall,
said
through the fall.
Yeah.
This joint was crazy. Again, homie got the lyrics out. You know what I'm saying? They got the lyrics on the building. The Blueprint 3, 3D little artwork, man. This is crazy. They had BOP's sister in there. Where was she at? Serving drinks and bull. Okay, we see you. They had the Baseline studio in there. They had some of the gear that he was wearing. I don't know what the heck this going on. What? They had some bull in there. This is crazy right here.
It's dope, man.
It's real dope.
They had songs, Sweet, some lyrics from there, Hard Knock Life, Encore.
Sweet.
I don't know about that Smile Bull. But they had So Ambitious on there. This was crazy, man. Miss LB go to this joint. This is so dope. Miss LB could go. You know what I mean? This was heavy, going hard in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is crazy, man. So again, this joint was dope. Before we go in though, what's your thoughts, man, on just this event? Not even Jay-Z's legacy, but just this joint. What y'all thinking, man, in the chat? Miss LB, we want to know too, because we know Miss LB. You know what I'm saying? She on the other side. But what's your thoughts on this J Camp, Bebo P, and the chat? Legendary.
I mean, it did take a little bit of influence from Rock Nation. Like, let's
Facts.
be clear. I mean, they
Facts.
did
Facts.
front a lot of the bread here. So I don't want to just sit here. Like, this is great and this is dope. But I don't want to just sit here and
See
act
Miss LB.
like the museum is the one who really just did this. Now, Rock Nation was the one who actually put the
Yeah,
exhibits. Well,
yeah.
at least they funded all the exhibits and made sure that they put their best foot forward for a whole. Because we, you know, Rock Nation ain't gonna let them be sloppy with this, man. Come on, you know
Right,
what I'm
facts,
saying?
right.
Like,
Facts.
you know, they ain't gonna let them do all that. But this is a good look for Brooklyn, though. I'd be hyped too if I was from Brooklyn, because I would
Salute to
definitely.
everybody
go
in
to
Brooklyn, man. You got one with this one, man.
Salute.
And you
You
definitely
got
got to go
one.
check this out if you're in Brooklyn.
And-
Salute to
Hey.
Jarv, too. Jarv is from Brooklyn, man, over at Rap Round Table.
Absolutely.
He made me look
Absolutely.
at this a whole different way,
And-
man. So salute to Jarv.
I look at this as a win for hip hop, because anytime we can get hip hop displayed in a megatropolis like, you know what I'm saying, New York, Brooklyn, New York City, man, is big for hip hop. So it's going to draw a lot of eyeballs. A lot of
what's
people
goody,
going
what's
to
going
go
on.
there. It's dope, man. I mean, salute to
Facts.
Ho, salute
Yeah.
to Rock Nation for doing this.
Salute.
But
salute.
I do have
Salute.
to throw a slight kufi on because we know if you're gonna feature Jay-Z, they gonna step in. They wouldn't do this if it was one of their artists. But since this was Ho, they was gonna put the money necessary in here to make this elite. So I want to make sure that I put that out there because it's being made out as if the museum did this. But this is
Yeah.
really Rock Nation.
No,
Facts.
all
So
day.
let's be clear there. But salute though.
Bebo,
man.
just
I
real
mean, I'm
quick,
feeling
what's
it.
your thoughts on this? Because we got some layers to kind of go through, but real quick, just what's your thoughts when you saw this pop up? We saw Book of Hov. Now, again, a lot of people thought this was an album rollout, but this is just an exhibit for right now. Like J. Kim said, it's going through the fall. What was just your initial thought when you saw this? Because let's be clear, this is legendary. Let's stop playing games, man.
It
This
is legendary, man.
This
And
is ill,
saying?
bro.
Yeah.
Ill.
this is phenomenal, man. This is a phenomenal moment in 2023, given that it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop, in its advanced stage. And there's definitely nothing wrong with the artist, a legendary Mount Rushmore artist such as Jay-Z, displaying his legacy of what he once accomplished musically at this Brooklyn Library. I mean, for those who was able to attend, they witnessed many displays such as what Iceberg showed visually on the videos. Just many awesome and just legacy
Beautiful, man.
displays, beautiful exhibits and displays of just moments in time that are unforgettable for those of us who were there. Just many wonders. Now, I asked the same question too. Where's
Don't they have
Dame
a lot of
Dash and
footage
Biggs?
too?
They had some footage there.
They had a lot of footage.
They had a lot of things, but I wonder.
Unseen
I wonder.
footage too. I know
Fact,
what
yeah,
ID's
yeah.
waiting on, but go ahead, Bebo P.
First, salute to DJ Scandalous in the building, man. Salute,
DJ
man. He's in
Scandalous,
heavy, man.
salute.
He's saying the
He
exhibit
came
looks
in
awfully
right with a
familiar and bull.
Uh-oh.
Came in with an initial kufi.
But
DJ Scandalous got that egg crate kufi on.
yeah, he got the cool on heavy right now. But again, just finish your thoughts on this, Bebo. Just on the initial, just exhibit.
Yeah, I
And the
just
news.
left off by just asking, if Biggs and Dame Dash were represented as well in terms of this being a page of the book of Hov. Just asking the question is all. I wasn't there to witness it. But I would like to hope that's the case. But either way it goes, the Book of Hov was a phenomenal. It looks like a phenomenal experience to witness if you have the chance to go.
We had to say it, Miss LB.
God
The
damn
purpose
it,
and
Miss LB,
nostalgia
you're
for
messing
the
up.
fans of Jay-Z that appreciate the value of what he once contributed in the way he's known to have presented his music legacy from then on to this point. So salute to Jay-Z, salute
to
to
Hov.
Rock
man.
for this one, salute to
Hey,
all,
Rock Nation.
Salute the whole man.
and salute to all
Salute to
parties who
Rock
were
Nation.
involved that aren't named
For
in
that
the
cheddar.
situation.
Fact.
Yeah, to rebuild
Fact.
Basement Studios in the fashion
Well,
that they did. Yeah.
Facts.
That was dope.
Well,
I mean, look, man, that was dope. Takes money.
Facts.
But it's dope
Yeah.
to do that.
so this is the thing, like I said, man, they had a dope. And let's be clear, man. Let me show y'all something just real quick, so we can kind of go in to see how heavy this joint is, man. This is the exhibit pieces, man, that you're seeing. This is all the records. The rock chain, pictures of Jay, plaques, DAT tapes, man. This is a lot of stuff, man. Awards, magazine covers, man. I
You
mean,
getting-
like I said, man,
yeah.
like you're seeing the 40/40 Club, man.
Wow.
You're seeing all the bull.
Yeah.
This is a lot of stuff, man. All the backstage passes from all the concerts. Again,
Man.
this is legacy-driven stuff. You can't. I mean, it's hard to
Dope.
hate on
It really
that
is
exhibit.
dope. You
That
can't.
exhibit,
You
regardless of
can't
who paid for it, and bull.
Right.
It's a dope situation, man.
Cheers.
So again,
We saluting the
we salute,
payment.
man. It's no disrespect at all, man.
None at all.
At all. And
We
again,
just gotta
like
call
I
a
said,
spade a spade.
all our
That's
Brooklyn
all.
cast, all our New York cast, all our JC fans. This
To
is
Mr.
no
LB
disrespect at all, man.
Right.
Yes, everybody salute Scandalous in the building, man. What's going
Salute to
down, man? Of
Scandal.
course, man.
Scandal.
Gritty saying Jay got an album brewing for sure.
Okay.
I hope he do. I hope he do.
I hope he does.
We hope
well,
so,
and like I
too.
said,
We
we're
hope
gonna be
so,
talking
too.
about Nas later, because to me, every time Nas drops, you see Jay kind of, get a little messy and bull. But it's almost like Nas kind of flipped it on him this time.
That's a coof right there.
Nas kind of flipped it on him just a little bit.
Go in, Iceberg.
But this is the thing though, too, man. Like, real talk.
Cook.
This is the thing. We gotta celebrate Jay's music. This exhibit is for Jay and his music. You know what I'm saying?
Phenomenal,
Like, let's be
phenomenal.
clear.
If you're in the
This
Brooklyn
exhibit
area,
is
go
dope.
check that out.
You gotta
Please
go check it out.
And let us
But
know.
again,
show us some pictures. Hit us up on the IG.
Yeah.
Shoot us
Absolutely.
some footage.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Let us know.
Well,
what
and
that
salute
joint
to
looking
our
like.
guy, Hip Hop VCR. He's got a great video. Go check it out on
Yes,
YouTube.
yes, the vlog.
He's got a great video. He visited, man.
Yes.
Put his shoes
Ooh,
on,
salute to
man.
Hip Hop
Drove over to
VCR.
Shout out to
Brooklyn.
Claudio for doing that.
Salute to
Yeah.
Claudio, man.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Because if you
Trying
can't
to
go in
steal the
person, you
line
can
with
check that vlog out. And it's
Mad and
supposed to
the
be a
Miss
virtual
LB going
representation.
in.
They going in, man. They
Man,
going
here y'all go.
And Nas said that's cute. Let me finish. And
some of y'all being something else out there, man.
So, but this is the thing, though. This is the thing,
Karma
real
like
talk.
them drivers down in Miami. She's going in right
if
now.
I said, hey, man, like the number one R&B dude as far as numbers, man, is R. Kelly. So we're gonna do an exhibit on his music.
Hannibal.
Jay
see
Kim's
them
gonna say,
exhibits.
hold up. You can't talk about the music unless you talk about the person, right?
That's fact.
So this is the thing, man. We gotta talk about the Book of Hope 2. Down at the Macon Library. The Book of Hope 2 by Iceberg. This is the thing, man. You can't talk about Jay unless you talk about the other stuff
Devo
with
P,
Jay.
I'm about
Hold
to
on.
log off.
Hold on. I'm about to do this and then just.
We gotta talk
That's a
about the other
long
Jay that don't nobody want to talk about. Let's be clear, and this is respectful. Let's be clear. This is all respectful.
We gonna see.
So this is
we sure gonna see.
and this is the
I'm all
library in
ears.
Brooklyn, in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Let's be clear. The Macon Library. This is where Iceberg has his Book of Hove 2. If you want to come down and check it out, man, this is Iceberg Book of Hove 2. I got a couple exhibits we gonna start with.
The book of
Girls.
Down there.
We're gonna talk about surviving R. Kelly.
Shoot.
We're gonna talk about the elevator attack, Rockefeller. We're gonna talk about the Biggie Small Swag, state property wasn't in the exhibit. The Def Jam years, which is basically like Michael Jordan and the Bobcats. And Kanye West and how he stole all the swag. Let's go. So the first exhibit is Girls. Now, I have all the names on here. Y'all can look up online how old they were when he was talking to them. But we got Foxy, Rosario Dawson, Aaliyah, Christian Milian, Beyonce when we first started talking to her,
Foxy.
Rihanna, Tierra Marie, Rita Ora, Blue Kentrail, and Rachel Becky with the good hair, Roy.
Yes,
Tell
man.
Lucky Lefty good night. That's what Rachel Roy was when he was talking about Dame. Then we also have the Surviving R. Kelly joints. Best of both worlds 1 and 2. Now, why weren't these albums at the Book of Hove 1? They had the Book of Hove 2. Then also,
worse
let's
than
be
Rosario
clear, he
Dawson,
did these
too.
albums after talking to Aaliyah, after the scandal. Then we also got Rockefeller. Now, I remember D-Von basically saying, why ain't Dame and them up in that joint? Because, again, they pushed Dame and them out so Jay could basically take over Def Jam, bring a lot of artists over, and then they could sell it, allegedly.
Iceberg with that lemonade too. With that
Iceberg
lemonade.
Then the
took
other
some
thing, let's
heat
be clear,
too.
hold up. Then the other thing is Dame basically, this is why Dame wasn't invited to the first exhibit. He's invited to ours. Come on over. He basically created Rockaware. Jay-Z sold it to sold his piece for $22 million. Hold on, let me take the logo off. We're gonna even take our logo off tonight so I can see what's going down. I don't even want to block the bull. He sold it for 205 million. Pull out the money, B-Bo.
Channels shut down. Antoine. I agree with that, bro.
Then the other thing is he sold Kanye West masters to get his. This is why he can do the. This is why he can do the exhibit, because he sold Kanye's. He sold. This what's crazy is he did the. This is masterful. This is masterful business, by the way. He sold Def Jam. He sold Rockefeller to Def Jam for 10 million. Then they let him become the president of the label after they sold it. Then the other event that you need to go to, we got an elevator in the Macon Library that's got a hologram of Solange, which is Beyonce's sister, when she kicked him. When she kicked him.
Never that AI hologram.
Yeah, we got the AI joint. It was made by DJ Scanless.
Nope. She had that Miyagi crane kick too, is what she did.
Yeah, so you can see him getting kicked, AI version of him getting kicked in the elevator
at the end of the first movie or whatever.
Facts.
Right.
God.
So again, none of this stuff, this is the part of his legacy.
When
Let's
he
be
kicked
clear.
Johnny Lawrence.
This is a part of his legacy, man. This was in 2014. This is before Lemonade dropped. Let's be clear. All the Beyonce fans, y'all should be happy to see this event, because without this, there wouldn't be no Lemonade album.
I think you got folks wanting to grab a Mike's Hard Lemonade instead of regular Iceberg.
Then we got to talk about Biggie. How many Biggie's rhyme gonna come out to? He basically recycled Biggie's lyrics 11 times and didn't give the family no publishing. If y'all not liking this video right now, man, come on, man. We don't chase clout. We are the clout. We don't chase clout. We the clout. And then the other thing, he dated both of the girls that he was with, Kim and Charlie Baltimore. So you gonna date my chick after I pass? What, dude? Why ain't that in the exhibit? But it's over at our joint over at the Macon Library in Brooklyn. Allegedly. Then we had to talk about state property and all the stuff he stole from state property. The Do It Again was Beanie Siegel's song. And he said, I need that. Let me get that. He even admitted that in the book. Then he took the Give It To Me by Emilio Sparks. He said he already had the verse. He just needed the beat. Pharrell came through with them little glasses on like an old lady. Game with the beat. You know what I'm saying?
You about to get shut down, Antoine.
Then also,
right.
Then also, Jay-Z admitted to taking the flow and the cadence from Young Chris. Kanye, we have to talk? We got a Kanye exhibit where basically he sold his mask. We already talked about that. Then let's be clear, we talking about HIt-Boy and Nas after this. We're talking about a comeback joints, right? The best 5 comeback albums ever in a row. Let's be clear. When Jay tried to come back after that Kingdom Come that he spent $20 million on the marketing, and it went double wood, he tried to get Kanye and HIt-Boy to basically do a compilation album to basically get back in the game. So again, he did that, but he also used Kanye to also create the blueprint for Beyonce's video albums. Let's be clear, that idea was from Kanye. You know what I'm saying? And again, remember, he was the one that said Beyonce had the best videos out, and remember, he's the one that got messed up and booed when he was on stage with Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's Jay's fault, but it is what it is. It said on the exhibit though. Then we got to talk about president of Def Jam, Jay-Z, where label veterans, LL Cool J, DMX, and new signees like Joe Budden at the time was like, we don't even like this dude. You know what I'm saying? Why is he the president? But again, it was just basic transfer of wealth. Let's be clear. He brought in Rick Ross, Nas came in, and then in 2 years, he was gone. Took his masters with him and went to Rock Nation, or created Rock Nation with Live Nation, which is an amazing deal. We're not knocking Jay at all. This is just facts, dude. This is like the Carly Russell joint. It's just facts. Oh. You get mad at what you want. You get mad at what you want. It's just facts.
Ooh. Iceberg saying no toddler or baby on the side of this highway. Whew.
Somebody couldn't wait for this one.
Yeah, Iceberg wins the spice of the night. I thought it was J Camp, hands down, but no, it's Iceberg.
Man.
We all know, man, in business, man. Hey, man, we all know in business, man. If you really want to go hard in the paint, man, you build up your assets and
You're
then
the worst
you sell.
having Jordan on there, though.
He's basically the Michael Jordan of owners.
Right. With the Bobcats in the background, too.
Right.
Of that Jordan pick.
Hey, if y'all ain't hit the like button, man, let's go. And then we talking about Nas after this. I know I put a lot on the plate, man. Pause. Jay Kemp, what's your thoughts on the Book of Hove 2 by Iceberg Slim? Where you want to go to first, man?
I mean, Negro, you done said it all. I mean,
Right.
what am I gonna contribute to this?
Right.
I mean, I'm over there like Antoine. I just hope my mic work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
All right, shadow bandits anyway, man. We goody. We got to smoke like we came back.
But you pretty much blazed that. You pretty much blazed that, bro. I mean, there's nothing else I can really say. I mean, you went all the way ham. I mean, you
Bob
in there.
T was goody.
Bob T
Bob
was
T.
good. He ain't
This is the
scared,
thing,
Bob
though.
T.
Okay, well, this is
No.
the thing. Let me go with this, Jay
Totally
Kemp. Why do you think he didn't invite? Because this is kind of disrespectful. Why do you think he didn't invite Damon Big?
He didn't want that shine removed. It's the same reason Rock Nation put all that bread behind it. Why, if you Rock Nation, why are you gonna throw Dame in there?
Facts.
Why are you gonna throw anybody else in there? I mean, Mr. LB said it earlier. I mean, this was a Jay-Z move for Jay-Z. And salute to Jay-Z for this, because he had the means to do it.
Facts.
And Brooklyn was willing to accept this exhibit because it's going to bring foot soldiers in there. So listen, I'm not mad at anybody for participating.
No. We not hating at all. This is just facts and bull. You know what I'm saying?
I
but
think
because
it's
they didn't
great
have the
for
facts
hip-hop.
at the other exhibit, we had to make this other one.
I think it's great for hip hop, but to your point, you have to tell the whole story. There's nothing wrong with telling the whole story. It doesn't make me think differently of Jay because I know the story. So it is what it is, but you got to tell the full story. You know, you got to tell the good with the bad. And we all know that exhibit is nothing but positively slanted towards Jay, which I get because his own label that he owns footed the bill. They're not going to put anything in there from the second edition, the iceberg edition of it. So I'm cool with it, man. And I'm glad that you at least was able to tell the other half of that story. So your book, you know, has some bombs in there.
Devon said like that Jizza song with Ghostface, investigative reports.
Facts.
Come on.
Ooh.
Facts. Oh, iceberg lemon.
Right. Iceberg Lemmy Schnigget, dog.
Nah, come on, man.
Elementary, my dear.
Iceberg Donald Lemon.
Well, and this is the thing, man. Like it's almost disrespectful to and this is the thing. We get it though. We get it though. Where Jay-Z's at right now,
Martin Davis.
with that little ascot and bull, dog. You know what I mean? But this is the thing. We understand why Jay. We get it though. Jay can't connect. We understood though when Jay said he's reinventing himself. We understood that he said he can't basically sit by these cats no more because again where he wanted to go to. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. So we understand why he, in his mind, why he can't be with these cats anymore, can't be seen with them, and all that. But you know, at the end of the day, man, it's kind of funny that he says these things. And again, man, we do talk hip hop, man. We talk discussions over here, no doubt. But we do have to also do hip hop journalism. And if you say you can't be with criminals on the street, why are you with a rat?
Oh. Is this the cherry on top of the ice cream iceberg?
Who do you say? Who they say in the video in the picture he's with? We can scroll up. It says Desiree Perez. So how can you? And we get it though. We get it. We get it, man. At the end of the day, we just spitting facts, dude. At the end of the day, it's no disrespect. It's just what it is. It is what it is. Salute to Cam, but it just is what it is. What you guys' thoughts, man, in the chat? Bebo P, what's your thoughts on the Book of Hov 2 by Berg? Don't get no smoke to fresh out. Don't shadow ban the channel. Just bring the smoke to me.
No, keep it always 1,000, Bebo P.
No,
Keep it funky, Bebo.
keep it funky.
Right.
Born Gifted
Keep
said
it
ran up
stanky.
all the Def Jam artist budget for his failed Kingdom Come album. Wow. Yeah,
That
I
album
will
was
say this though.
Garbage.
It's only right that if you're
Salute
going
Daniel.
to present your salute to Daniel Harrison,
Daniel.
hip hop 60 minutes. All I hear in my head is that
Right.
clock
Is that
that you
damn
see.
clock.
Yeah.
God damn it, Jay, can't we be back?
And then I'm Iceberg Slim. I'm J Kim.
Right.
And I'm Bebo P. And this is Fresh Out 60
Now,
Minutes.
This is our last show.
I'm Iceberg Slim.
And this is our last show.
And let me tell you the story of the Book of Hov.
This Ether Part 2 and many more,
Narrated
or at
by
least we thought,
Iceberg.
on the next Fresh Out.
Facts.
Right.
Well, hey, salute
But
to
no,
Deuce in the building, man, by the way, too.
salute
But
to
the reason why we
Deuce,
talk about it is
yeah.
because we talking about the Book of Hov. We're not necessarily talking about
No,
you know
I
what
will
I'm saying.
say that it is fair
Deuce.
that if you're going to outline your legacy, that you need to have all parties who contributed to your legacy mentioned. It's only fair.
Mhm.
If
That brunch
Dame,
has been canceled, Miss
if folks
LB.
like Dame, Biggs, and let's just say maybe most or all the other Rockefeller artists, let's just say that they're not included in the Book of Hov. It's not right. So it's only fair to talk about the other side of the story, i.e. the Book of Berg. It's only right. And whenever you present yourself primarily as, with images and accolades and just this and that of Jay-Z, what you're supposed to, if it's, the Book of Hov exhibit, but you discount the foundational people who made you who you are, then or rather, if that's the case, then you're the human embodiment of the Great Reset.
Facts.
And yeah, you just gotta, it's only fair to look at things from the other side of the spectrum. And most folks might not like what Iceberg did there, but you gotta respect it.
Well, and this is the thing too. Again, even if they would have had like a one exhibit that just had Rockefeller and you had a whole bunch of people on there and it was just random pictures, I would have been cool with that. At least you telling some of the story. So a little kid can go in there, little Bebo P died that was on the side of the road in Alabama died, and then somebody
With their snot box.
with a t-shirt on and a diaper, and
With snot box smelling like boo boo,
and walk for 6 football fields by himself in the dark.
Oh yeah.
At least that kid can go into the exhibit and see Just Blaze. They can see Kanye, making beats. You know what I'm saying?
The kid never existed, by the way. Goes to show you something.
That you can
existed,
see
all right.
Young Guru. You know what I'm saying? Like the same thing we saw growing up, man. We saw Rockefeller as a unit. Let's be clear. It was inspiring to see, Memphis Bleak and those cats, man. So again, it's kind of crazy to be like, oh, you just whitewashed all these dudes out of your history. Like he was in the studio like Prince, making all the beats and all that himself. Right. And again, like to me, I understand why they didn't show none of this stuff. We get it. But as hip hop fans, man, we got to tell the whole story. And again, not to always make Nas and Jay parallel, but let's be clear, the history is woven together. Nas has talked about some of his downfalls, his issues, his problems. He rapped about his divorce on his album. He's talked about not being a great father on his albums. Let's be clear. And again, the industry left him for dead, and he came through with some of the investments that he had, and now he's balling out of control. We're going to be talking about that in here in a minute. But again, it's respect for Jay-Z. But again, anytime we talk about a man, we got to talk about the whole situation. Let's be clear.
Only fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Like it or not.
Man.
So again, like I said, man, Rockefeller was the joint. I mean, we grew up, man. We grew up on it. You know what I'm saying? We grew up on the rock, not just Jay-Z.
How you said that.
Right.
And again, too,
They're
like
Robin Harris.
from
Right,
you grew
right.
up on it. I've been waiting for you to come home.
Iceberg talking about
Oh,
that.
won't you just go home?
No, we don't.
Boy and
Boy
Bernarski.
Bernarski.
Next thing you know, there's a kid
I'm
walking
from a
down the
town
side of the
called
road that
fresh up
didn't
a
exist.
cop's ass.
Yeah, and you make me homesick. But again, like I said, man,
Oh boy.
Deuce is saying that revisionist history, but put Dame in there. Where is Bleak?
And
Exactly.
That's why
So
I
a lot.
asked.
So a lot of this thing. A lot of cats over 35 was like, this is a dope situation.
Right.
But where is the Rocket?
Where's everybody else?
Where everybody else
Other
at?
side of the coin.
And Bleak been your man's for a minute.
Right.
He been loyal.
Facts. So again, like I said, it's no disrespect.
Jazzo, good point.
Yeah,
DJ
where's
Scando.
Jazz? Oh God, I didn't have.
DJ
Yeah, where
Scando
was the
cool
Hawaiian
for that.
Sophie drip on display? That made me think about Jazzo. Yeah,
Fact, the
I'm
goatee.
just asking, just really.
But again,
asking.
like I said, I get it. We understand. But again, we had to do it for hip hop. You got to understand, man. Like, dog. Follow the drip. Follow the drip. I mean, Kyle, you can't go nowhere without somebody Kyle trying to
You can ever commit no crime.
Now, never commit no crime. All you gotta do is follow the drip. Salute to Antoine, now. Y'all been changed.
Oh, Antoine knows the deal too.
But again, man, like Prime Minister Sports is saying, sorry, I can't rock with dude. We can rock with dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, but to me, tell the whole story. And to me, that's what makes a man where he can say, yo, I made some mistakes, dude, but I'm working on it. I'm being a better person, man. And to me, that makes dude salute you, man.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
It does.
That's why Gritty pretty much said, dude got drop music. That's the only thing that's gonna get him out of this. Cause he's stuck in neutral right now. You gotta make music, bro. Never that.
Never that Basquiat's head.
Shut your ass up,
Devon.
Shut your ass up.
Oh man, Born.
The other thing too, man, is
speaking real
Salute
facts.
to Iceberg. Salute to him, man.
bring all that smoke to me. Don't bring it to the channel. But again, let's be clear, man. We were like, if you coming in late, all that bull. We talking about whole real quick before we get into the Nas situation. Again, we not making no fun of nothing, man. Like this situation, this exhibit is dope. This is legacy stuff. Let's stop playing. We're not making fun of nobody. We're just telling the whole story.
We're not against rap.
We're not against
Rappers.
But the whole thing is, man, we got to tell the whole story because, again, you got cats out here that ain't telling the story and everybody being quiet and they just celebrating the bull because they getting a check in bull. Hey, man, we don't get no check off of this. We want to just tell the stories, man, at the end of the day. And, again,
Yes, sir.
to do something like this, man, you have to have connections and power. Let's be clear. Jay-Z has them, you know what I'm saying? But again,
In
there's
abundance.
the other dude, man, that we grew up loving, man. And we love the dude because, again, I could have put a Lance Riviera situation in my joint. Pause. I could have put the Lance Riviera stabbing because he pled guilty to that. Let's be clear. Even though Lance said he didn't stab him, though. To get that check. Hey, Lance, we need to get you on the platform too. Salute to you, bro.
Salute to Lance.
Salute to Lance, man. Real dude, real cat. He's distancing those who helped him.
Hey, Devon, that's what it is.
Yep.
Y'all going
Exactly
hard in the
what
paint.
it is.
Salt, man, come
Yes,
on, man.
exactly.
Salute to Sauce Money,
Sauce
man.
with the
That's our
pen.
guy, dog.
Sauce
That's our
with the
guy.
pen.
Salute to Sauce Money,
Right.
man. Hey, real one, man.
Pen
He's a
was
real dude.
crazy.
Let's be clear.
Pen was crazy, man.
Not Mr. Pro. Not saying loyalty don't do nothing when it comes to Jay. Look at Freeway.
Mr. Pro not going in with that one.
Yeah.
Bob T saying Jay Camp said it too. A spade is
It is
a
a
spade.
spade.
That
Spade is a spade.
one.
But again, no disrespect. This is the Book of Hove too. You know, there gotta be another side of it. Again,
It's just real
look,
talk.
this thing. Google all this stuff for yourself. They trying to basically wipe it off the internet and bull. But we gonna talk about it. But again,
like them
this
wizard
thing,
ears.
this.
Stop. Stop.
Iceberg says Jay-Z's wizard ears.
When he tried to get that lean back, he tried to get that little like the fadeaway shot. Didn't work though. But again, like I said too, man, over here, there's a lot of platforms that talk about hip hop discussions. We talk about hip hop journalism over here as well, not just discussions. So again, journalism is you do your homework and you check on all these things because again, you have people that are doing that new world order, like Bebo P said, where they're basically trying to just scrub this joint. Let's be clear, and just tell the stories that they want to tell. So again, salute to Jay, but you know we had to just tell the truth. Sorry, buddy. Billy Bars, man, you miss Iceberg Ether. Come on, man. Rewind that back, man, and hit that like button.
Run it
Hey,
back,
salute to
run it
Billy
back,
Bars in the
Billy.
building, man. Hey, man,
Absolutely.
OG
Salute to
swag,
Billy
man.
Bars,
Come on,
man.
man. Day one club
yeah.
over here, man.
Absolutely.
Come
man.
on, man. Come on, man. We got we got some respect to Jay, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing, man. And this is the thing, like again. But again, typically when Nas, because this thing, Nas has been dropping. He dropped 4 albums in 3 years, 2 years. Crazy run, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times when he's dropping albums, Jay does something crazy, but we know he didn't do this because this takes a lot of time, like Jay Camp said. This takes a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear.
Yeah.
But this week, man, we got a couple little situations, man. Nah. Queensbridge. Yeah, I had to keep it up there. Queensbridge. 5 albums in 3 years, nigga. I Can Divide. Nasir Jones. Magic 2. HIt-Boy. 50 Cent. It's a Queens thing. He just said this week, man, the album's coming out this Friday, July 21st. First of all, if y'all ain't on our Twitter page, we went viral today. 500,000 joints. We basically said that we went out the window early. We saying this is going if this is the best 5 album run by any hip hop artist ever. Put your joints in the comment if you think this is the best 5 album run ever in hip hop. But Jay Camp, just real quick, we got some layers to unravel, man, to unpack tonight. We got Jay Camp and Bebo P in the building, man. If y'all not following them, Jay Camp fresh out, the one and only Bebo P, man. Go follow them, man. Rap royalty, in my opinion. What do you guys think on this when you heard the announcement? Because, again, we saw a whole bunch of blind advertisement. We saw the Nas and the Lightning joint. We saw the Houdini joint. We knew it was going to be magic. What's you guys' thoughts? Jay Camp, Bebo P in the chat. What was y'all thoughts when y'all heard Escobar season has returned for another year? And it's a HIt-Boy.
I mean, I think we kind of knew it was coming.
Yep.
It's a blueprint that's working right now.
Yeah.
And I know we talked when that last Magic came out and he surprised us on Christmas Day.
Facts.
We said this is going to happen again. It's going to be a surprise when he does it again. It's just going to drop. It's going to be like a quick joint, 7, 8 joints, and it's going to be different. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's going to be like 7, 8 heaters. Is basically what it's going to be. I mean, this is big.
It is.
This is big, man, because every time that he drops something, he's motivating another artist of that ilk, to quote Bebo P, who comes from that era. So the more Nas we get, the more cats we gonna get, like Rakim was gonna come, Big Daddy Kane, all them dudes gonna keep producing because they seeing Nas do it and be successful at it. So I'm very excited for this one because I thought the first Magic was one of the best in that conglomerate of this stretch of 4 that he had. I mean, Magic was one of my favorite albums, man. It just, you know, with the Death Row East and all that on there, man, when he was going in on topics that we didn't even really know about, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to him bringing in another situation that we ain't heard of yet that, you know, Cass was involved in. But like Miss LB said, man, dude is kidnapping the rap game right now. I mean, it's his world, man. We just living in it. You know, I'm happy to be a part of it, happy to review it, happy to listen to it.
Facts.
All that stuff, man. Hey, Caleb, I'm not mad at that, bro, because
now most people it's reverse. Most people say the KD joint and they didn't really like the Magic joint.
I love the Magic, man.
I love
thought the
Magic too.
I thought it was dope, man. I thought it was a really good break from the KD series because it was different.
Yeah.
And
we can tell by the album cover it's gonna be some young bull. Yeah.
Exactly. We're gonna get a different Nas on this one too. He told a lot of really good stories. The ODB joint that he told. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me, this is when Nas is at his peak, his apex. When he's telling these stories that didn't nobody know, it's like reading a book. Magic is gonna be another book, man. It's gonna be another book that we about to get. It's gonna be one of them BOP book reviews.
Fact. BOP, what was you thinking though when you first? Because let's be clear. The first time I saw the cover, man, BOP put in the chat. BOP was the first time when you saw it, man. What was your thoughts, man?
Just BOP
in general, anybody. Man.
This is obviously a phenomenal feeling to have. Yet once again, straight off of the vapors that are still floating in the air from the KD3 from KD3. And you know, Nas, he's just fueled. He's fueled with a lot of motivation. As you guys mentioned here and in the chat, he said he was going to hold the game hostage, and that's exactly what he's doing. And he's not letting his foot off the gas. It's dope to know that 50 Cent is going to be featured on here. We know that whenever HIT-Boy and Nas connect, and yeah, it would have been dope if this project was called Still Magic. But yeah,
come on.
But it's dope whenever Nas and HIT-Boy come together because we know that they create just that magic. I thought it was interesting to see this album cover from the young version of Nas to the present version of Nas. So I'm not saying this is going to be the case, and I'm not trying to speculate. I'm just wondering, is there going to be some semblance of transition from a younger representation or a younger moment of Nas to, you know, where he is today, or, you know, is there a meaning behind it, or is there, you know, no deep meaning? But either way, the album cover is dope. It just really confirmed to everybody, along with the videos that some of us saw on social media with the magic trick from the old school black and white era, you know, the Houdini type thing. Yeah, the Houdini trick, that an album is surely coming and Magic 2 is on its way. And the excitement is beyond 10 right now. And I'm sure everybody here can agree. Iceberg, what are your thoughts and feelings?
I saw Jay-Z fans like, hey, man, I can't even knock the hustle. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Again, when you sent the cover into the joint code, like, real talk, man, like Rap Roundtable, According to Hip Hop, salute to them guys. They were on it, man. I heard them saying a lot of stuff about the joint. We were seeing a lot of stuff on his IG. When we saw him clear out the IG, we knew it was gonna be something crazy. And we saw that Nas with the flicker and the lightning in the back, and he said, I want to say he said something about I forgot what it said on the post, man, but it was something crazy as far as like, you know, Escobar season was coming back. You know what I'm saying? And to me, we had just talked about Uzi Vert getting that #1 album, man, for hip hop this year, for Hip Hop 50. We haven't saw a lot of giants come out with albums, the LL Cool J's, the J's, the Nas. We haven't saw a big cat. We was just talking about this earlier.
Coming though.
Yeah. LL coming with definitely with the tour and or whatnot. He's on there. We know he got the Q-Tip joint coming. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But we haven't saw the big dogs doing something. So we was like, okay, they gonna wait till the third, fourth quarter. But Nas just changed the game up and dropped. But then also, man, let me turn this music on. I had to put on the Koof though. Cause again, we just saw the Book of Hove on the 13th.
Phenomenal display, by the way.
Nigga, he come out with it on a Sunday. He dropping the album? He just bodied that whole exhibit. He blew it up.
Before it even dropped this coming Friday. Dang.
You celebrating your history and I'm making it.
Another
and it just shows you that
it
just shows you that Nas just loves making music. Again, No
Man.
disrespect to Jay, but most Jay's albums are compilations. They're you know, he's not known for selling albums. That's why he's trying to base. If you go on YouTube right now, Jay-Z's uploaded about 5 videos to YouTube, trying to get his numbers up because he wants to be Kanye, allegedly. But the whole thing is, man, Nas just loves just making music, man. Let's be clear. This just shows, man, that he loves just being in the booth. And again, those stories that Fabolous was saying, man, he's gonna tell those stories, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all the street and dope talk. This is real stuff, man. You're gonna see, man, on this album. I'm calling it a classic, man. I'm calling it a classic right now. Jay Camp, what's your thoughts, man, on the timing of this joint coming out? You said it first before anybody. You put the coupe on early. You said something about it real early.
Well,
what
the
about
timing
though.
The timing is perfect, man. Because you basically segued into this, but with Uzi Vert dropping, it's Hip Hop 50. Now it's time. We like at the midpoint of the year. Now it's time to get the hip hop cracking. And Nas is pretty much about to blowtorch. He better blowtorch anything that's coming out this week. And I think HIt-Boy gonna be in this bag in this one too. He gonna have to. And I'm not even like really comparing this to anything that Hov has done. I'm just looking at this as purely from a musical perspective, a hip hop perspective.
Yeah, I mean that first Magic, man. That first Magic was a 7-song beginning to end.
Timing was
put on
perfect.
repeat.
No skips.
And that dropped in the winter. We're going to get a summer version of that.
And look at
just that,
when
if
you
not
think
better.
about it, the timing is better because of the state of hip hop right now.
Yes,
we don't have that.
Hey, that's quoted tonight.
It is.
We don't have that carry. Let me carry the torch album. This is.
I will give credit to Ransom's director's cut forward.
No. Absolutely.
Because well, I'm just saying
it's almost like it snowballed it. You know
it snowballed. It's almost like it snowballed up to know this moment that came out of nowhere.
No, absolutely.
On a lot of folks.
And I'm not saying that cats like
I know you're not.
Like Ransom and Sky Zoo don't have phenomenal projects because they really do.
Yeah.
But this thing, but
as
hip
far
hop
as
50,
like somebody who pushes the needle.
Right. Oh. Yeah, facts.
And this is the thing.
We talked about that. Most of the dope albums have came from underground cats, not any of the mainstream dudes. So J Camp, you spot on, and Antoine's right too. The timing could be better. He's agreeing with you, J Camp. He said this year's been dry.
Right.
It's been a dry year for people who push the needle.
Like an old hairy coochie.
For people who move the needle in hip hop, it's been an extremely dry year. This is the first album that we've had for a needle mover that's going to be out. You know what I'm saying? Like Nas he's a name, and this one's gonna be the one that's gonna pick up the torch for Hip Hop 50. It's gonna carry it home. I'm telling you.
And who's to say there won't be another album before year's end since Magic came?
Absolutely.
Magic 1 came right before KD 3.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Or who knows? But either way, man, this is
absolutely.
That,
this is why Gritty said Hov needed
a dope
drop.
Situation.
Exactly.
Well, this is the thing, Bebo. Go in real quick on this though. Is the timing? You think Nas is basically was looking far away and was like, "Yo, let me drop this because you think you nice," or was it just this was already pre-planned of him dropping a summer situation of the Magic 2, and it just happened to be on the same week that Jay drops Book of Hov 1 and Berg drops Book of Hov 2 at the Macon Library?
I think that a significant reason as to why he dropped this is because it's Hip Hop 50, and hip hop, as you brothers indicated, need this for this 2023 moment in hip hop where a lot of hip hop has just been desert dry. I think
agreed, dudes.
I think that he's also had songs in the tuck. Yes, Deuce Falco, Jay Skis, Ransom.
I'm glad you said that.
Keep going,
Bebo. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah,
great albums. Go ahead, Bebo. He's right though.
Oh yeah. No. It's been a dry moment, like you brother said, and hip hop needs this. And Nas is just showing cats. He's continuing to show cats how it's done.
This is my question right here too. It's a Koofy joint. This is a Koofy. Turn his music off. Will he drop another record this fall?
Well, I think Bebo P halfway answered that.
Yeah,
He said he believes that he will
it's possible. It's definitely
drop
possible.
another one this fall. It's
I
definitely
think
possible.
I think he might ether Jay. Let me not say Jay. I think he's gonna ether the game. And right now, to me, I think Nas is almost like LeBron. He's playing himself. Pause. You know, he's playing Ghost. You know what I'm saying? He's in a hole. He's lapped everybody. Let's be clear, in my opinion. And I'm a fan of the whole field. Let's be clear. I'm not just a Nas fan, but I do see greatness. You know what I'm saying? And this is unheard of, output of music. Because most people will overthink the music. You know what I'm saying?
At this point in his career, I completely agree with that.
Yeah,
At this
But
point,
I think
Nas's
this might be
career,
I think this might be an 8-track joint, 6-track joint.
I hope it is an
under
8 or
10.
6 track.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I think he
I
may
hope it's
drop
under 10.
another hip hop 50 later this year.
Right. I want
Yeah.
it to be under. I want it to be under 10 because I want dudes of that same caliber to go back into the lab and sharpen your pen.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want this to be
Damn.
that teaser, that entree. You know what I'm saying? Brunch.
Yeah,
I want this to be brunch where these dudes can see, okay, Nas just dropped a 8-track classic.
man.
I got brewing right now. It's not gonna be competitive. I think the
Right.
more you have dudes like Nas dropping, it raises the bar for everybody else, man.
And that is
Sets
what's
standard.
missing in the game is that healthy competition, that friendly
A healthy
competition.
absolutely.
That is missing.
Bebo P.
That's part of what's missing in the game.
And that's what
It's
we
funny
love to
missing
see
that.
back in the day. We love to see Rock
is.
and all them do their thing, and then Nas.
That's why the
and-
90s was special.
yeah.
That's why
Right.
the 90s was so
Right.
special, man.
Even the
'cause every
Wu-Tang,
album
they-
that came out was a banger.
Yeah, even not all 9 members of the Wu-Tang were competitive against one another, while still
Rev.
being fam, of course. And salute to Reverend Dr. James Silverthorne as well as Angela.
Mhm.
Here's the
said,
other
okay.
thing too, to help answer your question that I just remembered too. Let's not forget that 50 Cent believed that the feature that he contributed to Nas was originally going to be on a KD4 album. Remember he initially said something like that, and that wasn't the case.
Damn, Bebo.
Where am I going with that? I'm going at the fact that Nas has had joints cooked up for quite some time. Given
Sometime
50
they-
Cent said that, I think late last year, maybe early this year, maybe. So all of this isn't just coming out of nowhere. All of these songs weren't just recorded over the last 1 or 2 months, at least not all of them. So yeah, and Gritty, Gritty said he could see Ray and Ghost on this. Yes, especially since they've been touring on that NY State of Mind.
Yep.
They in the lab. You know they in the lab in the
Sure.
bus,
Be
though.
perfect.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh,
Be perfect,
man.
Gritty. If they on here, this is gonna turn up.
That'd be
they
another
gonna
dope
turn it.
verbal
This-
intercourse
this-
part 2 type of song.
This is gonna turn up the industry. If
Yeah.
we see
Yeah.
them cats on here.
Yeah. No.
You know what I
And
mean?
I agree with you, L. Turner. Man, Nas is a Jordan. And again, like to me, it's just he chasing ghosts. Like the league is he's just playing fiddle with him. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Again, nobody's putting out output like this. And let's be clear, other rappers had opportunities to get with HIt-Boy and do a whole series with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like
Yeah.
he just found a situation nobody found. It's just they just connected, man, and they've been making beautiful music. Let's be
They
clear.
have. I wonder that too, Miss LB, if we're going to get a
Yeah.
track list.
It'd be
tomorrow or
nice.
not. It would be
But we-
nice.
we-
I thought we would have
probably
got
not.
the track list today just to
We
get
probably
Nick to
not.
talk for a couple days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We probably-
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna drop.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get.
I think that could be the possibility
Billy
too,
Bars,
J-Camp.
man.
Billy
Salute
Bars
to
said
Billy
Nas
Bars.
is Jordan with three
with
three-peats.
Three-peats.
Deuce Falco said they have to reach the bar. They have to reach that bar. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and
man.
it's only respectful and right. Go ahead,
Well,
Iceberg.
and this is the thing too, man. We
Mm-hmm.
saw 50 basically. You just said they had a project coming out with the 4.
Well, that's what he thought. That's
Well,
what he thought. And
Like I
the
said,
song
but
might
then,
be-
like I said, this dude is a magician too when it comes to social media as well.
Uh-oh.
So again, it's almost like he was basically he's basically telling you what's going to happen. This is what normally happens in most movies. If they show you what happening, they moving this hand, you looking at this one. when he said the KD4, it's almost like, oh, let's put the Magic 2 out. And then we got the KD4 maybe dropping later this year.
Or something. Could be that KD4.
I mean,
could be an
because
album with Primo.
the Magic was the appetizer for the last KD.
Facts.
It
And it
sure
came out
was.
the blue too. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
What you got his thoughts on this 50 record, and what's your thoughts on them collabing? And that's a weird collaboration because remember they were beefing at one time,
Yeah.
like heavy. They were beefing.
Yeah.
What's you got his thoughts on just
Yeah.
this collabo, and what do you think what do you think this song will sound like?
Well, you know, what's crazy is, man, I think the game needs 50 back. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is really a good combination
Right.
today because 50 is actually missing from rap. And I never thought I would feel that way that I actually
Wow,
miss 50.
okay.
But I do. Like I miss hearing 50 like go in. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is perfect for hip hop to get 50 Cent back out there and to get his name fully imprinted back into hip hop, not movies, but hip hop.
Right.
So to be able to get this along with Nas too, again, we need more bar raisers. And 50 is not.
I like
50 has been notorious for at least working with great producers. So I don't see 50 as one who is going to cheat the game for the most part. Like he's had a dud,
Facts.
but he don't cheat the game though. He still puts that work in. So I think this is good for him too, to be able to. And 50 has praised Nas on every platform that he's been on.
Yes.
Basically saying that Nas pretty much revived Queens.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? After Boogie Down Production, pretty much ether.
Right.
As they blow towards Queens, Nas was the one that brought Queens back from the ashes, and he's continued to carry that, and then brought the mob and all them with him, and they continue to carry the torch for Queens. So him, Ja Rule, all them dudes have pretty much gave Nas his flowers for saying he's been the dude that's pretty much put Queens on his back, man. So I think this is great to have for hip hop, man.
B-Boy, what you think on this 50 record? Basically, like, again, connected with Queens. And also, again, we talked about cats putting the beef aside to make good music. You see 50 and Nas basically getting together. And you would think, man, at these older ages, that most cats don't even want to be around no other dudes, no other alpha cats. They have their own little ecosystems. But it's crazy how 50's doing his thing with his liquor. He's in the NBA little arenas now going crazy.
Just has a new studio built.
He got the new studio built. And next thing you know, you link with Nas.
Filming studio. Yeah, now linking with Nas. Yeah.
KD,
it's a great time for 50 to get back in the game, man.
Swag.
And he has that tour. Did you mention that tour?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tour. Like
again, man.
The
50 Cent tour.
Get Rich or Die Trying tour.
You know
like
a final.
It's final gonna lay the rest.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts
50's
on
a
that?
made man now. He's a made man, bro.
He is. He is a made man. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just gonna say, like, with him being a made man now, this is like the perfect storm for him.
It is.
His bread is different. So now that he's comfortable.
Say that again, J. Gill. He said the bread is different.
The bread is different, man, and he's comfortable.
I got money. I get money.
And
money.
And 50 has seen success before, so. And he's still going to have a lot of talented producers who's willing to work with him. I mean, because even the songs that he's been featured on, like with the Griselda joints and some of the joints he's had with like some of the Wu members, it's obvious that people who still rhyming at an elite level respect Fifth. So,
absolutely, man. 50 Cent, man. This, I think, has been a long time coming. 50 Cent is solidified in the game. And I would go out to say that Nas, he's always respected Nas. He always had. Even when they had their so-called differences, there be comments in the past that suggest respect for Nas regardless of, whatever was or was not going on at the time. It's also past due time for these two to be heard on track together. I think there was a song called Too Hot, and it had Nas and Nature on there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was on that, I forgot the name of the project, or mixtape, what rather, but still, I mean, that was a dope situation to see, connected, Queensbridge brothers connected, and now we're about to see that fast forwarded to today. But again, I feel like with all of the success that 50 Cent has accumulated from his success in music, I think it takes a Nas, or it took a Nas to really just have him be like, you know what? Let me remind Cass of what it is, and what I bring to the table and what I brought to the table as well, because Nas influences a lot of cats, and I don't think 50 Cent is removed from that equation or that talking point.
Well, and this is the thing too, man. Real talk. We went baby viral the past 24 hours, man.
Salute to y'all.
Carly Russell's been messing us up a little bit. Where that baby at? But long story short, man, Bebo know where it's at. But this is the thing, man. We said something earlier this week, man. We said, first of all, let's be clear, we almost got 500,000 views on this joint. We said we calling it early. This is the greatest 5-album run in history, if not who. J Camp, Bebo P in the chat. If this Magic 2 is what we think it is this the greatest run of all time in hip hop and rap history?
I mean, I can't think
The
of
chat,
another
what y'all
run.
think too?
Not off top of my head. I can't think of another run. Bebo P. Unless you can.
Now this thing, a lot of cats on there were saying Kanye. They were saying Nas' first run.
Oh,
They were saying Outkast. 5
I mean,
album runs.
Outkast, yeah.
Yeah, I could see Outkast as a possible, strong.
But that's a
possible,
group.
man.
But that's a group, though. I'm when I think of solo artists.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Well, and this is the other
I
thing too.
I can't think of another 5-album run from a
Like
solo
my guy
artist.
right here, he was saying salute the cool Unc. He was saying T.I. You know what I'm saying? T.I. might have a case. Trap music,
No,
Urban Legend, King.
I don't know.
T.I.P. and Paper Trail. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
I think T.I. versus T.I.P. was garbage. Paper Trail was decent, but I can't give T.I. that.
I agree with Jake.
Our guy Stu was saying it could be close up there, but it won't be better than Outkast.
I mean, but again, that's a group though. Like it's hard for me to compare Nas as a solo artist to Outkast. Like I don't think that's really.
Dude saying Prince maybe that.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
hey.
Come on, yeah, salute the Prince.
Now-
yes,
now
salute
that's-
Prince, rest in peace. Yeah.
Devon saying BDP KRS-One though. You know what I mean?
I probably wouldn't say. I mean, I ain't mad at that. I wouldn't say. I probably wouldn't go there though.
But again, this is the thing. It
far as-
almost showed me that post showed me that a lot of cats really ain't tapped into KD3 or excuse me, the KD series and or Magic. A lot of people don't even really,
Well,
they haven't really tapped into those albums.
I wouldn't say that. I think it's just a question because they're looking at it from the question and not really from the artist. I don't think that like anybody was hating on Nas. I think that people feel like they've been there before.
Okay.
I mean,
Right.
homie said T.I. I mean, he felt T.I. did it for him. I mean, I'm not mad at his opinion. I personally just don't agree with it.
Silver's on
You
saying
know.
Pac. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, possibly.
I said Cube too. I told DJ
First
Skinner
four
today.
albums?
Yeah,
I agree with that, Madden.
Yeah,
I agree
that
with
could have
that.
been
We're
crazy
talking-
run. But again, we talking
That
about
wasn't
5
talking
albums
solo.
though. We talking about 5 album run in 3 years.
Right.
Man, Face Mob had a nice one. Had a nice one.
Face
Bob
Mob
T
did.
saying Nas' first 5 album run versus this Nas last 5 album run.
Got to give
Yeah,
it to
but
the last.
that Nostradamus, I can't really
Right.
add that.
That's why I say the last.
Yeah,
The last
man,
5
like,
album run.
But salute Bob T though.
Probably
Yeah,
gonna
salute
be that
Bob
one.
T.
Ty Nitty in the
Absolutely.
building too. He also saying too, and this is with the media giving the run little to no love.
Facts.
Exactly.
This is what people are not understanding. Salute Ty Nitty Day One Club. Let's be
Salute
clear.
People who understand hip hop know what this run means.
They do.
though.
Yes.
They know.
Oh,
what
hold
this
on.
means.
Go back to that comment real quick, Iceberg. There's the baby. There's the Carly. Let me stop. There's the Carly Russell, baby.
Sue the Kylie Russell. Hopefully you get the help you need. But Born Gift is saying 5 straight solo album run. Maybe only Kanye. And a lot of cats were saying Kanye. You know what I'm saying? But again, that last 808 and Heartbreak.
But a lot of people love that. A lot of people love that album.
A little bit, you know what I mean?
A lot of people love that album. I wasn't the biggest 808 and Heartbreaks fan.
I wasn't either.
I wasn't either, but it was different. Salute to Kanye, though. It was different.
A lot of people love it. I'm not mad at the Kanye choice, though. I'm not. I'm just, the 808 Heartbreaks kind of gets me. I'm stuck on that one.
Bebo, what you think about what Mr. Pro Not is saying?
I'm not mad at that. He said, guys, he ain't dropping KD4. KD3 was a good ending to it. The next one will be a Primo album. Nas wants to do it, and Primo said in an interview that he wants to do a Nas album. Look, I don't think that any of us, at least here at Fresh Out, has said that he's absolutely going to do a KD4.
We don't.
We're just not ruling it out, but we're not absolutely putting that in stone. And when it comes to topics like this, we don't want to assume anything. But Nas did allude even on the KD3 album that next album could be, or a future album could be with Primo. So I ain't mad at your comment there, man. Not
Gritty's basically saying that was 50's The Future, the mixtape you was talking about earlier.
Thank you for that, Gritty. Yeah,
Gritty,
yep,
man,
sure was.
Yes,
yes, salute. Yep, you remember that joint? It was dope too.
Karma saying Nas doesn't have the machine behind him, so again, this is why the run is so crazy.
Yeah.
But again, this is why a lot of people ain't heard the music either. And then again, also a lot of cats on social media was like, "Oh, you guys are old heads, man, because y'all talking about Nas and this run. How can you talk about Nas? Y'all ain't talking about Drake. Y'all ain't talking about
Drake has not had a 5-album run.
They were talking about that bull too." So
I mean, I ain't mad at it, but somebody got to name me 5 Future albums in a row that was equal. Because believe me, if Future had 5, I would have said, Future got the 5.
Future the artist.
Yeah, I mean that's what Iceberg just said.
Yeah,
somebody mentioned.
A cat online was basically saying that we old heads for even talking about Nas having the best 5-album run. And this is again why that post went viral, because a lot of cats don't see that Nas series. Again, let me go back to the picture. Number 1, you got the KD1, crazy. That KD2, nuts. The Magic just came out the blue. That KD3 that most people slept on, and now you about to get hit with this Magic 2. Again, if you haven't been really checking for Nas or hip hop, and you just been in your hot tub time machine bag listening to nothing but old Bad Boy and old Jay-Z Rockefeller hits that he didn't even say in the exhibit, you've been missing out on really, really good hip hop that you really need to tap into. But again, this Magic 2 is dropping Friday. Any predictions that you guys have before they drop? Because we did the same thing with the KD3. What's the predictions that you guys have? And the chat, man. And first of all, if y'all ain't hit the like button, hit that like button, man. Come on, man. Hit the like button. Share this with your people. You know what I'm saying? We talking real hip-hop over here, man. This is elite hip-hop. We're not just talking about hip-hop discussions. We talking about hip-hop journalism. But right now, we talking about predictions. J Camp, Bebo P in the chat. What do you guys have for a prediction for this Friday? Because we going to go live Friday. Let's be clear. We going to be in the building.
Oh, yes, we are.
The only prediction that I have is I think it's going to be under 10 tracks.
Okay.
That's the only prediction I got. Besides, I think it's going to be dope. But outside of that, I think it's going to be like 7 to 9 joints is what I think is going to be on this project.
Okay. My only prediction is this is just going to be a great album. I'm not sure of how many songs are going to be on here. If I were to be a betting man, which I'm not, I would agree with J Camp, and that is going to be a number that makes it equate to an EP until we get something here soon down the line. the album cover suggests something. I think Miss LB brought up a good possibility too, in the fact that it could be a merging of the old and the new. You know, the then and the now. I was thinking maybe it would be a transition from the then to the now, possibly. But again, I don't really have anything like for sure concrete. The last prediction I had, which was true, was when the track listing of KD3 dropped, and the title, one of the titles of the song was 30. And I had to calculate in my head, wait a second, it's been about 30 years since Nas has been in the game. And then sure enough, that's what he rapped about. But in this case, I don't have a solid of a prediction. But I don't like to speculate too much on things that I'm not sure on. So either way, I know it's going to be a good or great album. And salute to what we're about to hear. This
Salute to Social Media Elite 82.
Social Elite 82. Good. Peace.
They saying next album will be in September on his birthday before the Grammy cut off.
Okay.
I think this is why they came out with this one. You know, at the timing, so it can get the Grammy nod. Because again, most of the albums are 4/4, and you can't basically hit them for the Grammy joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's why another reason why it came out with the summertime joint too. Ty Nitty saying I still corrected. I thought they were songs that didn't fit KD1, but it makes it even doper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Antoine saying I'm thinking it's 11 songs, 2 to 3 features, infinite bars though.
Infinite bars. I can see that, Antoine. 11 joint.
Mama Miss LB going in saying I think he's going to drop again on Hip Hop 50 B-Day. I think it's gonna be I think he's gonna do a double boy this year. It's gonna be not a double album per se, but just 2 albums in 1 year.
Okay.
I think this is pretty much just to stop all the conversations. Dudes over here celebrating history. I'm making it. We don't chase clout. We are the clout. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear.
You are intertwining that one in there.
Definitely. Because again, let's be clear, man. When you understand business, when you understand legacy, you ain't gonna let nobody beat you, man. Ain't no number 2 over here. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to real rap. And these dudes are pretty much, man, if you went to see that Transformers, this is it. This is the last of the breed, dying breed, man, right here. There's never gonna be another Jay. There's never gonna be another Nas. Let's be clear. And again, man, you're watching history right now, man. And again, this is our Super Bowl. Let's be clear.
You're watching the master at work.
Watching the master at work. To me, again, I think this is the last HIt-Boy joint. I think it'll go into a premiere joint, and I think that might be the last Nas we might get. Is just to end it off with the Primo, how it started. Again, man, we've been watching this dude, man, since '94, going hard in the paint. It's just amazing to see this dude still have passion and love for what he does and not trying to super monetize the old bull, still making new stuff. Because, again, after 30 years, just like old dude from Third Base said, he gets his royalties back anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, again, like I said, I think this is maybe the prelude to something big this year. I'm going to agree with Antoine. I think it's going to be about under 10, maybe only.
I think Antoine said 11.
Well, I'm going under 10 under 10, but I think it's definitely going to be one verse from 50, and that's it. I think that's going to be the only feature. If there's features, going to be hooks and bull. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to be a lot of features, but again, it's magic. I think, and again, let's be clear, man. SY, he just said something dope. He said they said Nas was Magic was made in a week. Imagine if he took his time with this. I don't even know how Nas is doing this. When do you have time to do all this stuff while performing every night? And he's still the hottest ticket in town. Let's be clear with the Wu-Tang swag. Before we get up out of here, we gave y'all a 2-piece tonight, man.
And a biscuit.
2 hours.
What you guys thought, man, on Just Man and Heavy Hitters coming out, man? Again, salute to Jay. No disrespect. To me, that whole event was dope.
Congratulations too, Jay.
Yeah, it does inspire hip hop cats, man. But this other situation that happened this week too with the Nas joint, this is inspiring too.
Congrats on that.
What you got is this thoughts, man, on this whole week, man? Because again, we haven't been together too, all three of us, man, on this platform, man, together in a while because it's summertime. Summertime's winding down. We about to get heavy. But again, what you guys' thoughts just on this week? We were kind of depressed with the whole Uzi getting the first #1 at Hip Hop 50, but this just lit everything back up. What you guys' thoughts again on this week?
Yeah, man. I mean, this is again a great week for hip hop. With the Hove exhibit, and then of course with Magic 2 being announced. I mean, you got arguably two of the biggest names in hip hop in the news on the same week, which is what you want. You know, it's competition at its finest, and we want to see and hear great music. You know, so that's what we want to see. So I'm pretty confident that Nas and HIT-Boy is going to drop one of them summer things. And, you know, we just hope that at some point Hove gets back in the booth. You know,
if he ain't been in there already, though,
it's needed. And this might be the shot in the arm that he needs. I mean, let's hope Nas got a bar or two in there about him. You know, anything that can motivate Hove to get in this booth, man, and you know, because it's Hip Hop 50. If you don't drop this year, man, like we gonna have to knock you down a peg. I'm sorry.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
If you call yourself one of them goats, that you got to drop on Hip Hop 50. It's got to be that year.
Bebo, take us home, man. What's your thoughts just on this week, man? And you know what I'm saying? Just all the hip hop. This is exciting to me, man.
It really is. It really is.
You know what I'm saying? This is exciting, more like J Camp said, man. Come on, man.
Absolutely. Well spoken, J Camp. Salute to Jay-Z for the Book of Hove exhibit.
Salute to Jay, man. Salute
And all, yeah, salute to Prime Minister Sports as well as you guys out there. Salute to Nas and HIT-Boy for the upcoming Magic 2.
I'm proud of them dudes, man. Real
proud,
talk.
mega proud of them.
Real talk,
mega
man.
proud of y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Fresh Out salutes y'all as well. Fresh Out definitely wants to also take time out to acknowledge Pete Rock's social media post regarding the need to include his legendary cousin, who is the late great legendary Heavy D and the boys as well. Yeah, because you know Heavy D he needs to be among the talks. Yeah, mega nice. You know, Heavy D and the boys, they have to be among the talks of Hip Hop 50 here in 2023.
Yeah,
as did Pete Rock. You know, he deserves that, of course. But you know, Heavy D, he was saying that, and he did. Heavy D opened those doors for a lot of people to, you know, to have the opportunity to become successful in this music game and just in life too.
And he smashed me along too.
Oh boy. Nah.
Go ahead,
right. But no,
Heavy D, what you gonna do over again?
On that note, salute to Pete Rock. Continue to rest in peace, Heavy D. Peace to Mount Vernon. A sincere thanks to you all for rocking with Fresh Out, because there is no Fresh Out, world's most dangerous podcast in the world, Craig, without you guys. There is no us without you. We want to emphasize that each and every time it comes our remembrance. Absolutely. Come rock with us this coming July 21st for a special edition this coming Friday, where we're going to review Nas's Magic 2 album in depth, and not only provide everyone with the expert analysis from Fresh Out, but your guys' expert analysis as well. Otherwise, take care.
We gotta have y'all in the building too on Friday night. We gotta be in the building, man. Seriously.
You ain't even got to take your shoes off when you walk in. Just, you know, come on in, you know, grab your soda in the back.
Get a soda pop, girl.
Yeah. No, but God bless y'all. Don't be a Carly Russell out here in these streets. And see y'all in a couple of nights and land this old plane. Iceberg landed,
man. I said too much today. Jay can't take us home tonight, man.
Hey, man,
I said
I
too
mean-
much today.
All right, well,
I had to book a bird tonight.
Right.
Man,
I
man.
think
land the soul plane.
I think Bebo
Jay
P
Camp.
landed it well.
Fact.
But again, I hope y'all enjoyed Iceberg's soliloquy on
Man,
the
man.
Book of Hove 2. You know what I'm saying?
Book
And
of
as
Hove
Bebo
2.
P said, you know what I'm saying? Check us out Friday. We're going to dive into this Nas and HIt-Boy Magic 2.
Yes,
And make
yeah.
sure we all get to enjoy it and say our piece on it. So,
Facts.
but again, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Book of
Messy Bird, always
So
in the
much
building.
Messy Bird.
Always in the building.
Always. We appreciate
Make sure
y'all
you
so
hit
much.
that like and subscribe.
Please do hit that
Again.
like and subscribe.
And we out here. Iceberg.
Hey, man, like I said, man, Jay Camp,
Yes,
Bebo P,
yes.
man, the best in the building. Salute the Jarv coming through, man. Rap round
the
table,
Jarv.
you know what I'm saying?
Salute to Jarv, Rap
DJ
Round
Scandalous
Table.
always holding us down, man. Go check us out on all the platforms over there. Everybody that always holds us down, Miss LB, Mama Bear, Matt, and all you guys, Mike 100, Nightmare,
Power,
man, like
8
Power. Yeah, man, come on, man. Gritty, man, Ty Nitty, man. All y'all dudes, man, always hold us down. Power.
All y'all dudes,
We
man.
love y'all,
Dan
man.
Ford,
Again, we do
everybody.
it for y'all, man. Salute. Again, we see y'all on Friday. Let's talk some hip hop on Friday. We excited. We'll see y'all Friday night. Peace out, man. J Camp, Bebo P, best in the biz, man. Salute.
Peace.
Peace. Yeah.
Y'all made rocking with us. And fresh out. World's most dangerous podcast.
Bebo P's in the building. What's good? J Camp was going down, man. Let's get it.
Good. What's good?
Hundo up in this studio.
Hundo.
Please wipe your feet. You rocking with Fresh Out. Yeah. Fresh Out is here, ain't no tiptoeing. The competition running like they Jesse Owens. Please believe, Dookie, this is our moment. We hard in the paint, boy, Kavon Looney. I told Iceberg, please hand the koofy. I'm not a newbie. You will never catch my feet in the bad boy jacuzzi. Stop it. That's that such ish. We live B, we want the real smoke. And be careful, it's kinda cutthroat. The chat going ham, they just might make you get out like Melvin in the Blue Note. Stop it.